new.
Is that a guest request? It is a guest request.
Get in here.
Hey!
No vidya.
Oh my god. I'm strong. I can do this.
Oh.
Yay! Corporal Corey.
Hey, welcome in.
Hello.
Okay.
Huzzah!
Good
Man, I
evening.
really need to download TikTok on my iPad so I have a bigger screen for this.
Floki, are you gonna be having a DMPC or are you just running?
Huh?
Are you gonna have like a DMPC, like a character as the DM, or just running?
There will be. I mean, obviously it'll be NPCs, but like,
Yeah, but-
no, it'll be just be. Oh, you mean like as? No, I don't have a character. No.
All right, so Casey, if I could get your character's name, help me out.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I gotta find my character. It's Raskian. R-A-S.
Neo, Corey. Hello, my loves.
Raspian?
Raskian. R-A-S-K-Y-A-N.
Raskian. Okay. Cancer Moon Cleric, what do you want me to call you?
Coco. My character's name is Coco, or we can
Coco.
just. My name is Jen, so I'm cool with Jen.
Okay,
Out
Jen.
of game. In game,
Playing-
we'll do Coco.
Coco. Okay, feel free to call me Turtle. I'm playing Ostum. O-S-T-U-M.
Gotcha.
And my boyo is friends with... So you want to be a DM's character.
Justin.
Right on.
Okay, Justin.
I will
get that
forever
name.
refer to him as Chef. That will be what I'm going to say.
Period.
Perfect.
Period. I am obsessed with that concept.
I love it.
Well, I also love that the name that you chose, right? That because Julian Childs was an amazing chef.
course.
Exactly.
Of course.
Love it.
Oh, I need to check Discord really fast. This will probably pause my live. I'll be right back.
Okay.
What is
okay, so
everybody's race?
well, we're gonna get to that. We'll go through like a little brief introduction,
Okay,
and you will
cool.
be able to see you'll be able to hear everyone talk about their stuff there, Corey. Yeah. So, is there any questions, comments, concerns, things that we might else need to flesh out before we get started?
I did want to bring something up to you with my character. I did throw in a couple items that aren't gonna be useful to the story, but that just make sense for them. And I wanted to make sure that was okay. For example, the letter of recommendation from his dad for a artisans guild and the plush wolf.
Okay. Yeah. All good.
Alright. You cool with that? Alright.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty laid back, right? This is our first session. I'm rusty as a DM, so we're all kind of just jumping in here. If anything comes up, I'm good with it in the moment, taking this moment and either double checking or we all decide, yep, this rule works out and we'll move on. And if you have extra stuff on your sheet, cool, whatever. As long as it's not impacting to the point of really hurting or like overly overshadowing another player.
I just give myself a Vorpal sword.
What the?
Yeah, I have a Holy
What the
Avenger.
hell?
So. I thought that was
Okay.
cool.
So does anybody else need to? Obviously, all right. Let's do a quick overview of this. You guys are part of a traveling guild of monster hunters, the Roaming Reapers. You're working your way down the west coast of Draka. In this part of the continent below Blackthorn, it's uncommon to see dragon riders. However, it's not unheard of. The lack of dragon riders means that there is less protection from the things that go bump in the night or that prowl the edges of the civilization. For you guys specifically, since you are vaguely familiar, you're going to be vaguely familiar with each other. You're from kind of the same troop. You will be reporting to your Reaper captain. Your Reaper captain is named Charles, and we will kick off with the story of all that in a few moments. So let's just make sure before we kick off, anybody have anything else they need to talk about?
You said roaming reapers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, our leader's name is Charles.
I'm ready to go.
I'm good.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
Taking better notes. Promise.
My lighting is awful.
Brian soon. I'm
What
gonna
was
do
that?
Brian soon.
Okay. We have everybody. We are just 5 minutes past. I cannot believe we got a group. It's never been together before. We were on time, and we're only 5 minutes over our actual start time. Like, what?
Incredible. It can be done. This is the example we're setting.
Yeah.
Tell my real life group how to do it, please.
Yeah.
It takes my real life an hour and a half to get started.
Yeah. So, okay, we will, just a quick overview for you guys that are watching. On my end, it shows 9 people in here. I don't know how many people are actually in here. So we're doing a TikTok monthly live creator game. Every month we will rotate DMs, we will rotate players. We will choose kind of via lottery system. The DM will kind of be on a volunteer basis. Otherwise, we're going to do this every month. It'll be on somebody else's channel every time, and we're going to see what happens. I wanted a way to help continue bring the community together, and this is the way to do it. So I'm super stoked that so many people decided to jump in on this. So thank you guys for being here. Obviously, I'm Floki. If you don't know me, I create D&D content. I have a Patreon and Ko-fi where I create my homebrew. I also have our Discord, which is where all these fine people came from, and they joined in as creators. Everyone else, if you would like to take your turn, I guess we can start with Casey, and then Casey, Cancer, Turtle, and so you wanna.
Sure. I'm Casey Kinsey. Casey Kinsey Art here on Tumblr. Tumblr. TikTok. Wow. I was reading Turtles Tumbles, I think was my. So, anyways, so I create art. I do illustrations. I did this one behind me, and I also work on making games and stuff like that. So.
I'm coming. I am absolutely 100% new to D&D. I think I started playing like 3 months ago. I'm like in 4 campaigns. I started DMing. I had my first session 1 this past Wednesday. It was amazing. I am now obsessed. It's my whole personality. What else? I am a cleric named. I have now found my own character. Seti, I absolutely need a fangirl. I'm fighting allergies today, so if I dip off screen, it's because I don't want to be like in my face. Because I don't want to mess up my makeup. Because for me, cosplay and the role play was such a big draw to D&D, so that's why. And Steph, just wait. You say you want to wait for next week, but who knows what's gonna happen? That's me.
All right, hi, I'm Turtle of Turtle Tumbles Dice. I'm an artisan dice maker, mostly focusing in the D&D community. My specialty is geode dice, although I also make chunks and dice boxes. Ironically, I actually have an almost finished dice box right here. They are giant D20s. They can hold a lot of dice. I've been playing D&D for almost 3 years. I've been a DM for almost 2. My first campaign is still ongoing, and we are now level 25. But D&D is my special interest. I am autistic, and this is my everything. It's what brought me and my husband together. It's what has led to a group of lifelong friends. It's what's letting me help support my family. So this community and the game mean a lot to me.
Hard to follow that up.
You got this!
I'm Justin. I am co-host of our podcast, So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master, just trying to make people more comfortable to become Dungeon Masters and kind of take away as many boundaries and barriers as possible so that everyone can try it. I run our TikTok and our Instagram at So You Want to Be a DM. I've published and written a bunch of homebrew stuff with the help of some other people and stuff like that, and hoping to just keep the good times rolling. Excited to be here.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm super thrilled that all of you are here. So with all the introductions out of the way, we are going to go ahead and jump in. So, like I said, you're part of this traveling guild. You've been traveling down the coast of Draka. It is in the warmer months of the year. You decided, your leaders of the guild decided to stop in this location right outside the town of Havenhall. You're not in the town. You're a little further out. It's a warm day. The sun is just kind of crested. You're all beginning to wake up for the day. There's birds chirping. You smell the fresh grass and the morning dew around you. Casey, let's start with you. What are you doing as you wake up this morning?
Boy, I'm on the spot. So waking up to this fine morning, I'm trying to get back to sleep because it's maybe just a little too early and bright for me right now. I'm a very matter of fact kind of guy. So I'm just like, I'm gonna just cover up with my blanket. Night.
Okay. Chef, what are you doing this morning?
Well, I am Chef Julian Child, human. I've probably been up already for a little bit, just preparing breakfast. So, whatever our recent kill was, if we've recently gone on any excursions or had any run-ins with monsters or anything like that. For example, maybe we found like a mimic or something, and I'm making some kind of like I take out of like a bag like a marinated mimic tongue, and I'm making some sort of like omelets.
Ostum is stealing part of those omelets as you're cooking them.
And just making omelets for everybody. I do have the chef feat, so assuming that the three of you have a bite, then that's 3 temporary hit points for each of you.
The rest of you, as you begin to wake up, you get this strange smell that you've never really had before. It smells really good, but there's also such a weird tang to it that you're not exactly sure what it is. As you begin to wake up, Cancer Moon, what are you doing?
So Coco is an early riser. She doesn't like to sleep in. She's tidied up her area. She's doing her morning prayers. And she is kind of off to the side by herself, just
Are you okay, Casey?
As long as everybody's good to go
Coco-
now, we can continue.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
I'm sorry about the
Coco's
buzzing. I'm gonna pop out, turn off the rest of my alarms really fast, and we'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
Okay. There's a cat somewhere in here. I can hear it.
I'm wondering what mimic tastes like now.
I'm assuming it would be, I don't want to say citrusy, but very acidic because,
Acrid.
Yeah.
Sour, perhaps.
Okay. So we met the chef. We are in the midst of meeting Coco.
Yeah, Coco's just, like I said, she put her stuff away. She's all kind of by herself doing her morning, like, ritualistic prayers and just looking at her little cat amulet and waiting for the rest of the party to wake up.
Okay. Up next, we have Turtle. Go ahead.
All right, so waking up, Ostum, they get up about the same time as Julian or Chef. They quickly clean their blade, look over their tattoos, kind of reminisce about home as they are half-elf, appearing masculine using they, them pronouns. But their body is covered in archaic runic tattoos. So they look over them, care for them, rub a little fat on them to moisturize them before getting up, cleaning their blade, and honestly harassing Chef. They are stealing little bits of ingredients and eating them and just, I don't remember the last time that you made mimic. How long's it been?
Ostam, how many times have I told you? The mise en place must be exactly how it is supposed to be set. You are ruining the organization.
He steals an apple slice.
Please, I will give you
Here's that
seconds to ask
organization.
nicely.
Okay, well, can I have this apple slice?
There's nothing apple in this breakfast this morning. Yes, you can have the apple slice.
He eats the
Sure.
apple slice. Man, isn't cooking supposed to be like fun and creative?
It is a passion.
It's an art form.
Exactly. We.
You gotta be creative. Let loose sometime. He's gonna steal a piece of raw mimic tongue and throw it in his mouth.
How did that taste, actually?
A little oily,
Oily?
pretty chewy.
Yes. Chewy. Okay.
Oh my god, it tastes like tuna.
Like,
Like a little bit oily tuna.
actually, that was quite helpful.
Coco tries a bite. That's actually not bad.
Like, we could probably make some. Yeah. We could make a sushi out of this.
Yes, this
Okay.
idea.
Put it on the list.
I think all this noise will rouse me at this point, and I know that I'm not going to get any sleep. I'm just going to be like, all right, what do we eat?
So as you all kind of gather around Chef cooking, you see this human, well dressed. They're very well put together. Kind of tall, dark hair as they approach, and they say, "Well, it is about time that you all got up. We've already sent other scouts out to go do whatever their task is for the day, but here I am with you lot. What I need you to do, I need you to head into Haven Hall. We've got scouts going out to different towns. You guys have Haven Hall; it's the closest. Head in town, check in with the local guards, see if there's anything strange going on. If there is nothing, report back to me, and we will find something for you to do. Any questions?"
Do we recognize this person?
Yes. So this is the Reaver captain one of the Reaver captains that you would know from around camp, and he's assigned you missions before.
Okay.
Charles.
Well, good morning, Charles.
Man, there's no need to be such a jerk every morning. Come on, stop and smell the roses.
Yes, you're right. I apologize. It's been a rough start to the day. Good morning. How are you, mighty adventurers?
Would
Would
you
you like to eat?
care for
mimic?
some omelets? It has fresh mimic in it.
It's actually pretty good.
That's quite all right. Already had breakfast this morning. You go ahead with your mimic.
Oh, come on, Charles. Try it. Try it. Try it. Try it. Can I roll a percent?
Fine.
Never
I'm
mind.
gonna
I succeeded.
dismissively just like grab a piece with my bare hands and stuff it in my gullet.
Chef is holding a fresh plate and a knife and a fork, and then you grab it. These are adventurers. It is okay. This is their way. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
As I just peer pressure Charles into it.
I really respect your art.
Charles just like grumpily chewing, like.
Good.
That filter gets rid of half my hair.
Okay, so Haven Hall. Now, how far was that?
Haven Hall is probably like a 30-minute walk. You're not far. Like I said, you were just outside of town with the rest of the group. So probably like a 30-minute walk.
Okay, so Coco's just gonna kind of sit and like wait and kind of judgily watch everybody as they get ready.
Yeah. Chef is going to clean up, is going to make sure that everything is clean, make sure that all the other mise en place and ingredients and everything are put away. And then you'll see him wash out the pan that he was using to cook the omelets in, and then throw it over his back, and it doubles as a shield. And it's like this iron wok. Throws it over his back, puts his meat cleavers on his belt, like on either side, and is ready to go.
Ostum just leaves the dishes to Chef. They're not gonna bother. They don't want to get old food on their hands, but they're gonna pack up their things, grab up this massive war axe, and simply pull it onto their back, hooking it into a harness as they pack up their backpack, just holding it over one shoulder, a sack on one hip, a pouch on the other.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like grab my bedroll and just kind of stuff it into my bag, and it's gonna look really shoddy and not organized at all.
Okay. As you guys begin to head toward town, I'm sorry. Make sure, Chef, what did everybody get from eating?
3 temporary hit points.
Okay, so make sure you mark that down. So as you guys begin heading into town, you're coming down kind of off of a hill. This is a very hilly area as you have the mountains to your back, and in front of you, you have the town. Like I said, it's about a 30-minute walk, and then out beyond that, far off, you can see kind of the ocean. As you begin to walk, it's a beautiful morning. You are kind of interspersed with some woods in the area. There are more forests around. As you walk down into town, when you begin to approach town, you can see people milling about the streets. It's still fairly early, but it's not so early that no one is up. There are people out moving around. You see a few town guards kind of interspersed here and there. They are denoted with a red cloak. Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
They said we needed to talk to a guard about anything potentially weird in the area, correct?
Yes.
Charles. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and walk up to the nearest guard. I'm just going to poke him with my tail.
He kind of jumps, and he's like, "What? Why would you do that? Why would you poke me with your tail? That's such a weird thing to do."
It's a tiefling thing. You wouldn't get it.
Ostum stifling a laugh in the background.
Like I'm just totally screwing with this dude.
You definitely caught him off guard. What? Okay. What do you need? What are you here for? What can I help you with?
I'm tired. I just ate a mimic. I just want to know: is there anything weird going on outside of eating a mimic?
I have questions, but okay. Yes, but actually, we do have some weird stuff going on. But I'm going to refer you to the guard captain, Ezekiel, and he kind of points you in the direction of where you could find Ezekiel over at the guard hall. Guard hall, yeah, I guess what you would call it.
Appreciate it. Guard hall. I'm gonna just start walking over there.
I'll follow.
Ostum's following along. As this guard as he passes by this guard, he's just gonna gently kick a rock into the way to see if this guard like trips on his face.
Coco's gonna like maybe look around and town folk and ask them if they've seen anything weird.
Okay, so we're splitting the party already.
No. As we're walking, no.
As you're walking.
Coco is trailing behind. No.
Don't you know you never split the
Trailing
party?
behind, talking to some of the town folk. I'm sure we're drawing some attention. Just
Okay. Yeah. Roll a d10 for me.
D10. Not break anything first. Where are my D10 at? Let me just mind my own business. Let me show you.
That's fine. Just tell
I
me.
got
Okay. As you're walking along, you run into a few people along the way. You're kind of asking like, "Hey, is there anything going on?" No one, like, they recognize you from being part of the Monsters Guild, and they're kind of like, "We haven't had anything serious going on. There's some rumors running around town about maybe some missing teeth, but I don't really know much about it. It hasn't happened to me. And you kind of get the same story from different people along the way as you are on your way to the town, to the guard hall.
Teeth.
Teeth.
Like underneath a pillow already, or like removed.
I don't know. I think maybe some people had it removed. I really don't know. Like I said, it hasn't happened to me, but some other people. It's just a rumor running around. I don't really know much about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad to see you guys are here. It's
Normal
always great when you
Wednesday.
guys come through.
Do you tell the rest of the group that
Yeah.
about this?
I run up and I'm like, so apparently there is a tooth fairy situation. There's missing teeth.
What? Are some kids just not getting paid for what they leave under their pillow?
I'm the only thing I got was that we are missing teeth. There, I am not sure the rhyme or the reason, the method or the madness.
Looks like
I'm
we've got a
sleeping
feral tooth
with-
fairy.
Like, yeah.
I've not heard of this tooth fairy, but it sounds like maybe something to add to my cookbook. Missing teeth, that is terrible. How do you eat food?
Well, I mean, you could always do what my grandma did and just gum it to death. But then again, that was a giant stone giant woman, so you could gum a deer to death in 10 minutes.
I'm gonna write that down.
I have more questions than answers. I'm not gonna ask them.
Perhaps we go find this Ezekiel character. Perhaps they can shed light on the teeth.
Why
Okay.
teeth?
So you make it to the town guard, to the guard hall. You walk in and you see standing there inside, kind of shuffling through, checking weapons and like doing things inside the guard hall that would normally be done. Inside, you see a. Sorry, I have to check my notes here. You see a human, probably about medium height, dirty blonde hair. He turns around as you enter and says, "Oh, Monsters Guild hunters, the roaming reapers. You guys are here. That's actually really perfect. Are you here to help?"
We heard about missing teeth.
It may or may not be related to that.
Okay.
I just want to know if we're cooking a tooth fairy tonight, man.
Okay. So, yes, we don't have any like huge monster problems, thankfully. Since the last time you came through, we really haven't been bothered. But yeah, so over the past few days, I don't know, around 20 or so townsfolk have reported waking up with one or more missing teeth. They said didn't feel any pain or anything, but yeah, nobody really knows what's going on. Even the town doctor, she doesn't really understand how this is happening.
Okay.
Are there wounds left in their mouth, or is the gum healed over? What do we know?
No. So everyone that I've personally talked to, they haven't felt any pain or discomfort. I mean, other than having a missing tooth now, but no pain, no wounds, nothing like that. They said it all happened. They went to sleep. They woke up and they realized they had a missing tooth.
Are they all adults or is it children as well?
Because if it were children, I think I know what's going on.
Better yet, is it all humanoids, or are teeth going missing from like livestock and horses and dogs too?
Yeah, well, it's funny that you mentioned that. So yes, it is adults, it is children, and some of the livestock, which is really strange to me.
What the hell?
I mean, I don't know. I've seen people keep cow teeth for different reasons, but stealing them seems just odd.
I don't know, but the Baron actually has a tooth missing, and he is offering a reward for anyone that can figure out what's going on. He's pretty upset about it. He's a little bit of a pretty boy, so he likes to have all of his teeth.
Reward.
would-
you would say.
Relate.
Why would a rich man care? He can replace it with gold.
I don't know. But he's very upset about it.
Is it only from the living, or is it from the dead as well?
Yeah, have you started digging up graves to check?
No, I didn't think that would be necessary, but we could probably do that.
Well,
If you think it's necessary.
Check every nook and cranny. We need to know what we're dealing with here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can get some guards on that.
That might be one avenue, perhaps. But perhaps first we check some of the living victims first, the ones that can speak to us, and we maybe talk to them and see if there's some sort of, how you say, common thread. Yes?
Oh, well, yeah, no. We leave them to do the dirty work while we do the honest work.
Sure.
I mean, of course, like you could head around town. Like I said, it's random people. So I have a couple people that you could look into and go talk to if you want. But for the most part, it's just kind of random people that approached us and was like, "Hey, I don't know why this happened," or we heard stories from the doc. So yeah, whatever you need, we are at your disposal.
I have an idea. Do you guys have any, spare wood that I might be able to, make a sign out of? We just set up a sign. If you're missing teeth, speak to us, and people come rolling into us. It should work,
Oh,
right?
consolidate. Sure. Yeah.
Could work.
I mean, I could definitely find you some wood and some paint. This is a town. We have all kinds of stuff.
I've got an
Let
idea.
me ask you this. Ezekiel, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Chef. Pleasure.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to introduce myself. I am Ezekiel. I am the captain of the town guard. I am fully at your disposal. You guys are always wonderful when you come through. Anything you need.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let me ask this. Is there any families? Any families that were all afflicted by this? Or does it seem to be one-offs?
I don't recall. I believe. You'd probably be better off talking to the town doctor, Miriam. She may have a better insight than I do.
Marion. Okay. And do you have a town dentist?
No, she kind of handles all of our ailments. It's not not particular dentist. She just kind of does what she does.
Just checking. I don't trust the dentists.
Understandable.
Is she the veterinarian as well, and we could ask her about the livestock?
No. Well, I mean, you could ask her, but I think we have people kind of tend to their own livestock. We don't have a specific veterinarian. Most people here have been raising their own cattle for generations. So I think they kind of handle their own.
Yeah, it's small town. Yeah.
I think we should just go visit the Baron.
Yeah, yeah, if you wish, the Baron is he's just on the edge of town. If you want to go meet with him, I can escort you over.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I mean, start at the top, work our way down, least people to most people. Yeah.
Makes sense. We could still also make a sign
Well, I mean, yeah, once we get down to, common folk.
through the town.
Better-
Carry it with us. Carry
Right.
it with us.
There we go, yeah.
Yeah.
We can get that
I
wood. I
can-
can probably...
Still really loud out in public. Really loud.
That's the point. Draws
It's like
in
a town.
attention.
It's like a town crier.
Actually, yeah, no, town crier could work.
Get somebody to spit in the sign.
Captain, do you
Like a
have
Little
anybody
Caesars out here.
Oh, it was like sign spinning.
throwing it in the air?
And
Captain,
riding
do
a
you
unicycle.
That would be spectacular. Do you have anybody that maybe lived outside of the town that used to be part of the village? Maybe a hag or somebody who is known to practice medicine that maybe the Dr. Miriam doesn't. Somebody who's ostracized or isolated, lives out in the woods alone.
Uh, we had a druid come through several months ago. I mean, they weren't really part of the town, but we did have a druid come through. I don't know if they're still in the area, but you could certainly check. I don't recall much about them, but it is something to maybe look into if you think that's a concern.
Could I roll a check due to my backstory to see if I know anything about druidic crafts that may involve the usage of teeth?
Yeah, sure. Make I don't know what you call that, either nature or arcana, either one.
Nature or Arcana? Okay, I'm I'm gonna be taking that Arcana. 20. Dirty.
20. So you relating to teeth rituals and things of that nature with druidic magic. There is nothing that stands out to you that you can recall. However, what you do recall is that the druids do often, since they are at home in the forest and they work so closely with the forest related creatures and things, it does spring to mind that oftentimes druids will have to converse with fairies.
Actually, hang on, that druid may be a good idea. Shep,
Really
you know how
is.
you know how I mentioned that I grew up in a druid's grove until I was like 11 or 12?
Yes, we.
Sometimes there were conversations with the Fae, including fairies. Meaning that if a druid needs to contact fairies, they're gonna have to leave some kind of payment. If it's a... We know that the Fae are tricky. I mean, come on, look at me, I'm a half-elf. But,
Right.
it could have been some kind of deal.
A deal with teeth?
Some types of fairies accept teeth as payment. I mean, come on, think about it. Tooth fairies.
I guess.
So
You
we
all talk
may-
about tooth fairies like you know them intimately. I've never heard of these.
Childhood myth that turned out to be true. Yeah, no. Horrifying looking creatures.
I'm learning something new all the time.
Oh yeah, no, they're disgusting. They're like this tall, and I'm info dumping. Yep, okay.
I'm just gonna be kind of checking my teeth and making sure they're all there.
You feel
yeah,
all
no.
of your teeth.
Seeking out that druid may lead to some answers.
Definitely, for sure. But we
No.
may not know where the druid is. Maybe we start with Baron, go to druid.
Baron first.
Do we still want to?
Yes,
Do we
yeah.
still want to make the sign?
Yes.
I think we should make the sign.
If we could get some
Ezekiel
wood for
already
that
got the
sign,
wood.
Ezekiel.
We should get. We should make the
Okay.
sign.
Yeah, we'll stop by. We'll stop by on the way over. There's a sign crafter on the way. We can stop by him. We can pick up a blank, and you guys can. We can do that. Does that sound good?
Yeah,
Awesome.
sounds fair to me.
Yeah.
So you guys head out. As you are going through the town, you stop in at a little shop, and inside the shop there's kind of an older man behind the counter, and he's like, "Oh, what can I do for you, Captain?" And he said, "I need a sign. These are with the monster guilds." "Oh yeah, I recognize them. Well, not them, but you know that they're from the guild. You see, you need just a blank sign." "Yes, and some paints, please." And so the guy kind of rushes back, grabs a sign, brings it out. And he's like, "Anything you need, Captain," and hands it over to you guys.
How much do you typically charge for the sign and the paint?
"Oh, you just don't worry about it. This you guys, you come through, you take care of the monsters, and you protect us. And it's you are well loved in this town. We greatly appreciate all that you do. Don't worry about it."
Okay.
Mercy.
Ostim's gonna take the sign and the paint, take it, outside to lay down on the ground and paint. He is leaving 2 silver on the counter as a tip, and immediately leaving so that he cannot be argued with.
Thank you very much.
He just nods.
I'll go out with Ostum to make sure the handwriting is up to chef's standards.
Okay, so we've got a sign blank, we've got white paint. I say along the top, missing teeth, along the bottom, speak with me, and we paint a tooth in the middle.
Perfect.
Maybe it gets the point across.
Amazing.
Missing teeth?
Maybe a question mark? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll throw a question mark at the end of missing teeth. It's gonna be like that got milk thing that the Capitol did a few months ago.
Yes, I was a big fan of that initiative.
I have a feeling we're gonna have random people come up to us whose teeth weren't stolen, but
We,
maybe
um,
they're thinking they can like get some money out of us. So we have to like figure out how to weed those people out, not
That's
just
so
like,
Stolen
No, we
teeth. No.
there you go, stolen. Like, we need to be more specific, not like
Thing is,
in,
what if there's, like,
in a
that-
tavern brawl, like stolen, but like middle of the night, somebody stole perfectly good teeth. I feel like we have to be
We
real
just-
specific about this.
we put like a little asterisk on there that says teeth must have vanished at night.
Right. Asterisk, C note, flip
Actually,
over
that,
sign.
yeah, that works. That works. He's gonna look at this sign, and let's see here. What do I got on me?
Please
He's actually
specific.
he's gonna pull out his smith's tools and use a piece of granite that he uses, soft graphite that he uses to mark on metal to get an outline of the wording. I have a feeling that his handwriting's horrible. Should I make like a dexterity check for beautiful handwriting or something?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh no. Nat 1?
It's small. It's kind of oddly shaped. It's canted. It's spaced incorrectly.
It looks like a mix of elvish and giant.
Yeah. You are like combining different things from your history that you're hurriedly trying to write this all down.
Looking back at it, just like kind of pulling back, just. Did I just make a new language?
Do we know if these town folk can read?
You would assume that most people, I won't say all, but most people will be able to read because there is a sign maker in town. So you would assume they would be able to.
That's a really
And
good
most
point.
signs probably have like a symbol. Like if you're a cobbler, there's probably like a shoe. The tavern has like some ale. I don't know.
I just accidentally opened Microsoft
Sign
Office.
maker sign has a sign on it.
It's just blank. It's just like this is the sign.
Your
Ostum's
sign
just-
here.
Ostum's gonna look up, just, Razkian, just holding that stick of graphite to you, as his other hand's like aggressively smudging it off the wood.
Someone else like to try their hand.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll write it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dexterity check for me and see how pretty it is.
Five.
Definitely,
Inofficial.
definitely better than the Nat one. It is more legible, but it is. You find it to be, if you step back, you find it to be slightly too small. But it is legible, and that is your outline. If you would like to proceed with setting up the sign.
It's perfect.
So you're gonna get me, like, up in the camera.
Julian, wouldn't you call that a chef's kiss?
I think it is an hors d'oeuvre at best. Is an amuse-bouche.
Yes,
But-
forced divorce. I love them.
It will do.
Okay, so you guys finish up drawing out and painting your sign. You now have a sign that says
Stolen teeth, question mark, asterisk. There's another asterisk at the bottom. Teeth must have gone missing in the night. Speak to me. With a fucking tooth in the middle. It looks like a bad children's project.
Yeah. It's like a happy birthday card where you do the giant H, and then you're like, ah, crap. Little Y.
Yeah, you're like trying to squish all the letters on there.
The tooth is unmistakably a tiefling tooth, which is.
Oh god, so it's like sharp and serrated. Ostin looking at this is just gonna look at you disappointedly and hold his hand out for his graphite.
I'm gonna high five you.
My graphite.
Oh,
He takes it. And here I thought that you were cool and you'd have cool handwriting. This looks like it was made by my sister.
alright.
And if you knew their sister, that is an insult.
I didn't know their sister.
Yeah, I've got a little sister and she's... Never mind. This is a family-friendly town and I cannot say that here.
As an only child. Sorry, I don't know what it's like.
Coco gets dad talking about sister.
Okay,
Let's go see the Baron.
so you begin
I'm gonna head off
walking
to see the
through.
Baron.
You begin walking off through the town with the captain to go see the
Ostin
Baron.
grabs up the sign, has it on their shoulder.
You see people like as you walk by, people are like trying to read the sign. What? Something with a tooth? What? I don't, and you see them like poking each other and whispering. You make it to the Baron's house, and as you approach the Baron's house, it is again. This is not a huge town. This is a smaller town, but for this town, this house seems rather lavish. You can see that someone has painstakingly took the time to groom and manicure the house, the plants, everything. It's very well put together, showing that the Baron is, he likes things to be pretty. You go up town guard, the town captain knocks on the door. A young female elf opens the door, says, "Oh, Captain, such a pleasure to see you as always. I see you've brought the guild members with you. What are you here about the teeth that are missing?" And he tells her yes, and she says, "Okay, just hold on, I have to verify my live for some reason." That's so random. It just popped up and said, "Please verify your live to continue." Anyways,
Like, because we're all just kind of sitting here, or...
I don't know. But so, anyways, she says, "Oh, let me, please come in. As you enter the house, everything is like plush and just well manicured and nice. There's a smell of vanilla and like bourbon in the air. There is a small fire going into the room where she brings you, and it is just a very plush, comfortable, welcoming environment. You see lavish trinkets that have been laid around throughout the room, pictures and paintings, things like that. Down comes the Lord. The Lord appears to be a half-elf, human. He is a bit older in age. And he says, "Oh, well, welcome. I am happy to see you here." And as he kind of smiles and opens his mouth, you see one of his front teeth is missing.
The worst.
Oh, they did you dirty.
I am so happy that you're here. Now, I'm assuming since you have the captain here with you, you know about the missing teeth. As you can see, one of mine is missing. I would very much love your assistance with this.
But of course,
I am trying so hard not to laugh directly in this guy's face.
I'm sorry, man. They did you dirty.
Coco wants to roll
There's always
insight
the
on the
front
Baron.
teeth.
Hold on a second. Coco, what?
Wants to roll insight on the Baron. He seems a bit too. She's come in and like kind of stood in the back to like a corner off to the side. He seems a little too chipper, so she wants to kind of roll insight.
Okay.
Baron.
Yeah, go ahead and roll insight.
We'll see how the floating dice work today. Oh, no floating dice. She
take
rolls a 9.
A 9. What exactly are you trying to glean from this?
Coco she's suspicious of the Baron, maybe perhaps is an insider job, being as he's the only wealthy guy in town.
Okay. What you can glean from him in this moment is he is just slightly eccentric, and he is a little frustrated because he has a missing tooth. But he is doing his best to hold that back. Casey?
Is it always the
Right.
front teeth?
In the back.
Mr. Baron, sir. Yes, your tooth, it is gone for now. Hopefully we get it back. Who knows? But tell me this. When did you lose it?
Well, it's been maybe 5 days. Yeah, I think 5 days is about right. That seems accurate.
Right. Went to sleep, had tooth, woke up, no tooth. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I was sleeping. I woke up. It was gone. I don't know.
Right.
Yes, Casey.
So, what's the mission here? Are we supposed to get your tooth back and then what?
Oh, listen.
Put it back in your head?
I how do I say this correctly? I'm a man of the people. I care deeply about my town. But yes, I very much would like my tooth back. So if you find my tooth, I may compensate you a little better. But please, the villagers, the townsfolk, they're losing their teeth. I don't know what's going on, but we have to stop this. Because I can't listen to another complaint about them, and I do not like missing my own tooth. So,
Can I ask you something, Baron, sir?
yes.
First of all, how are we going to know that it's your tooth? What if another person has lost a tooth from the same area? And also, you do realize you're never going to get that back in your head, right?
Well, with magic, many things are possible. So we will see.
Right?
At minimum, I can fashion some type of prosthetic, something. But I cannot stand to look at myself and have this gap.
Okay, well, back to the first part of the question. How do we guarantee it's yours?
I'm not
It
sure, but
reminds
We
me of a
just bring
story.
you all the teeth we find and you pick out which one you like the best. You
Just
like
pick
that?
out the prettiest
Pick
one.
out the best one.
Pick out the whitest, cleanest, least cavity tooth you can find, and that one's yours, and then we'll just dish out the rest to everybody else like that.
yes, that is fine. That will work. Yes, if that is the best case scenario, at least there will be something.
It's like a milk tooth from like a 7-year-old.
Oh, that'll fit in the front.
Uh,
Baron, one more question, if you do not mind. What were you doing the day before?
I'm sorry. What do you mean?
Like, where were you and what were you doing the day before you went to sleep and woke up with no tooth?
Well,
Maybe there is a connection.
I filed some paperwork to send off to the kingdom. I visited town for a bit. I did my normal grooming, taking a bath, just kind of pampering myself.
When you went into town, where did you go specifically? Did you speak to anyone? Did anyone cross your path who was, how you say, abnormal?
No, I don't recall. I visited the library. I needed a new book. But no one that stood out to me in particular.
All right, so we heard something about druids that popped through a while back. You know
Yes,
anything about them? Any information we could get on this?
he was a bit of an odd fellow. He did swing by, and he said some mumbo jumbo about he wanted to protect the town, something with, I don't know, some type of druid magic. I'm not sure, but I told him that we didn't have any need of that here. We have you, and you pass the river so often, and all of the monsters that you've taken care of for us. Absolutely incredible. Thank you. But yes, he passed through, and it's I told him we weren't in need of his druid magic, so
Did he
You know
give
where
any
my-
details? Sorry. Did he give any details on how he was going to protect the town? Any specific rituals or anything?
he mentioned something about the local forest and how it could attract. What did he say? Something about. So one of our forests has a cave that is always been considered dangerous, and we don't really go there. And he mentioned something about. What did he say? It could possibly attract benevolent creatures. What did he say? Was it? Did he say fae? I'm not entirely sure.
Likely benevolent. Stuff like that's prone to opening portals.
Benevolent with a B or malevolent with an M?
Above table. I'm brain farting. Malevolent is evil.
It is
Benevolent is
malevolent.
good. It's malevolent.
Malevolent.
So malevolent.
Malevolent.
Okay.
Okay, so we just retcon everyone saying benevolent.
Yes, malevolent.
Malevolent.
I had a moment.
Sorry, Baron, it is the gap in your tooth. We are doing our
Yes,
best.
I know. It's quite horrendous, isn't it?
Bee noise is all in the lips.
looks
I mean,
good. It looks good.
Thank you. But
Looks
nonetheless,
pretty split.
Oh no, I touched my nose.
yes, but I can offer you 450 gold.
I think for each of us, that is more than enough.
Yeah. Well, 500 really probably would split evenly a little better.
500
Hey.
for the party. Yes, I can do that.
hey, no, you just said that you could offer us 450 gold. That insinuates that it's for each of us.
No. For total, for the guild's help, I can offer 500 gold.
Above board, do we have to give a percentage of that to the guild? To the
Probably,
Monster Hunters
probably
Guild?
like 50%.
If the guild doesn't know,
Well, Mama
So-
don't know what
so-
her-
Earth them.
so in the grand scheme of things, technically yes, any payments you get, you should give the guild a percentage. However, if the guild doesn't know,
I
Got
mean,
it.
this isn't a contracted monster hunt from them, correct?
nope, it is not contracted. It is you heading into town to help these people out.
We could write this down as a tip and get away with it because we were tipped.
You guys, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Non-taxable
I'm
money.
This is hard for me.
Oh man.
We'll
Listen, kitty
talk
cat,
about
it's
this
gonna be
later.
fun.
I'm a good
It's
one.
nicotine time.
Oh boy. I will tell you,
Deal.
Jeff is very above board. So there's some inner conflict going on.
I'm gonna say deal and reach out my hand to shake it.
He kind of like looks at your hand and looks at his, and he's like, and he slowly sticks out his hand and shakes it. Okay, 500 gold it is.
500. Let's go find a cave in the forest.
Very good.
Find malevolent beings.
Let's do it. Hopefully someone reads our sign on the way. And we
People were reading it, we just didn't get any approaches.
Maybe we can like add an addendum to the notice on the back
That's-
and say like,
that's what we're missing is
You
more
stand-
addendums.
yeah, and say you stand here and wait for us when we come back and we'll talk to you about it. We'll have tea.
Just
We're missing
hammered into the
addendums.
ground in town square.
Incredible.
Okay, so you guys are heading out.
Before
Yeah,
we go,
but as I'm heading out, I want to say, see ya.
Yeah.
yeah.
God.
As we're heading out, Osam's gonna pause for a moment. Just one, pardon him. Two, what direction are we going?
Oh yes, the captain he will help you out. He knows the area. He can tell you where to go.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day.
Of course.
As he finally steps out.
Are we going to either be let out or pass by the, I think you said elven woman who brought us in? Like the person who opened the door?
Yeah, she's there. She's been there the whole time.
Cool. Can I strike up a very basic small chat conversation with her and see if she's missing any teeth?
Yeah, okay, sure. On your way out, you kind of pull her to the side a little bit and talk to her. Yes, what can I do for you?
Mademoiselle, I just wanted to say your shoes, they are magnificent. They are magnificent. I love them. Where did you get them?
Thank you. The Baron actually buys all of my uniforms. He is so nice.
That sounds
but-
like a good thing to do.
Yes, he's such a sweet man, and these are incredible. I actually really love them. He is distraught about his missing tooth. Please,
know
if you
it.
can, just find these teeth.
We're going to try and find the tooth. Sometimes I find just thinking about how big I can make my mouth like this. Here, you do after me. Like this. Now you do.
Okay, as he opens his mouth, I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy and make like a come out of his mouth.
Make a persuasion check
Okay.
with advantage because of thaumaturgy.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. That's an 18.
Okay, so she's like, "How did you? Okay,
Is she missing any teeth?
I'm like, I want to poke from behind his head and just be like,
in one of her molars is actually missing.
Oh. Tell me, mademoiselle, have you been afflicted by this same strange, mysterious thing that's going on?
She looks around. She's like, well, I didn't want to say anything to the Baron. I didn't want to cause a fuss, but yes, actually around the same night that his was missing, mine went missing as well.
Really?
everybody's go missing in the same night. Am I getting that right?
No.
That's over.
Whenever the captain was describing it, it was different nights, not everybody on the same night. It was over the past like week or so.
Okay.
But with this being the same house, hit the same night.
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting. Did you, madame, did you go into town with the Baron?
Oh, no. I stay here. I handle the house. I'm here from morning until dusk, and then I go home.
His bedroom and all that.
Okay.
Yes, I handle all of the house.
I'm just gonna at everybody.
Would
Alright,
I have a higher insight to that given my domain?
Insight into like.
If there was some hanky panky.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. Yes, because of your domain. Go ahead and roll insight on her with advantage.
Okay.
I have to dip out and go to the bathroom. Just assume that Ostum's following the group.
Okay.
So 16 plus 6, 23?
Yeah. So, while you don't pick up necessarily that there has been hanky panky, you are definitely well aware that is something that she desires from the Baron.
Oh, you nasty. Yeah.
Maybe not so much anymore with the.
Yes.
That's why he wants his teeth back. Got it.
Interesting. I tell that with my look in the eye. We don't have to exchange words, but I can tell you with my eyes that is like she's fiending. She's fiending.
Got it.
Okay, so where are we off to next?
I think we're going through town towards that particular woods.
Towards the
What about the
exit.
doctor?
Oh, we could talk to the doctor as well on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Awesome.
Ostum still has the sign, I imagine. and hopefully someone stops. But if not, yeah, well, I guess we'll head to Miriam. the
Okay.
town doctor.
So as you begin to head back into town, you're working your way through, and you're heading over to Miriam. There's a young teenager who runs up and it says, "Oi, is your sign talking about the lost teeth?"
Well,
Yeah.
that depends. Did you read the addendum?
It's hard to read. It's kind of small, but I did see the tooth there.
Right. You have lost that
Was
tooth?
your tooth taken? It wasn't knocked out in a bar fight. Nobody stole your fake teeth, and you didn't sell them.
He says, "I lost a good 5 teeth. I didn't even feel it. I don't even have any wounds on my gums or nothing. It's like they just popped right in and right out. It has to be some magical shenanigans. I'm not sure." And he like pulls his mouth open. You can see like there's 5 random teeth that are just missing.
What the hell?
Okay. I think we have a contender.
As he opens his mouth, I want to cast thaumaturgy, and so it's like,
What the hell was that?
My
Wait,
I've
God.
made that sound before.
It was magic.
I was spacing out. Did the sign work?
The sign
Yeah.
worked.
We have
Oh my god, I'm a genius!
So listen, is there like, do you have some type of reward or something? Is there what's the point
Where-
of this sign?
We're kind of just
You want
gathering
your feedback?
information. It seems to be a thing going on around the entire town.
Right.
So we're trying to get it figured out.
Oh,
listen, son, how would you feel about getting your teeth back?
Oh,
I mean,
Want
that-
that to happen?
that would be wonderful, but you know,
Just magic
okay. So there's no reward. You don't have like something for me.
He looks over
Okay.
the sign.
So,
Other than it's sure that we can find him.
How about teeth? Would you like that reward? Teeth?
Yeah.
Or
that'll
getting
work.
to keep
So-
your remaining teeth? Get out of here, kid. Scram.
Well, my background feature is Heart of Darkness, and it says that those who look into your eyes can see that you faced unimaginable horror, and though they might fear you, commoners will extend every courtesy to do their utmost to help you, unless you have shown yourself to be a danger to them. So I'm just going to say, whatever you can do to help us out, it is really going to we'll be very grateful for it.
As he kind of looks into your eyes, you see his kind of face change from like a, I don't want to say like stern, but more of a stern look to like, "Oh, right, yes, miss. I will. I'll run around and see if I can find some more folks for you. Especially if you're out looking for his teeth."
Yep, we're going to stop by Miriam's. Meet us there.
All right, yeah, I'll do that right away. And he kind of
you.
shuffles off.
Incredible. His 5 teeth that were missing. You said random, so I meant they're not like all next to each other.
Yeah, no, it's just like bloop, 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 bloop.
I don't know if that would matter at all, but
More efficient that way.
Poor kid,
Yeah.
man.
we're looking for someone who's pretty chaotic.
So the Baron only lost 1, but it was in the front. This kid lost 5, and they're through it. I wonder if status has something to do with it, because the Baron only just lost the 1. The kid lost 5. And that's just talking above, but
We don't know that the kids. I don't think
They
all
didn't
5
just
of
fall
those
out.
were.
Yeah.
that's just, it could be
Scum
hygiene.
True.
Poor kid. That sucks. It sucks being poor, I know.
Dentist
Okay,
bills.
so
Yeah, let's start heading towards Miriam's.
off to Miriam.
Okay. So
We're heading to Miriam.
yeah. So as you're walking through town, again, not a super bustling city, but there are plenty of people out and about. People are staring at your sign. The captain is in front of you, kind of ushering forward, and people are kind of making way for him as you walk through the town. You get to the doctor's office. There's a sign that says, "Miriam, come get healed." And so as you walk in, you see Miriam. She is a human woman, long brown hair, wearing just pretty dress. She doesn't really seem too standoutish. And as you walk in, she says, "Oh, the guild, you're back! Ah, it's been quite a while. I'm so happy to see you're back in town. What brings you to what brings you here? Did you get into a scuffle? Do you need my help?"
Teeth.
Did you say teeth?
We're here for the
Teeth.
debacle that's happening.
Right.
I'm gonna use the restroom really fast.
Yeah.
But all right.
So, okay, yes, the teeth. I've had quite a few people come by and ask me about this. You know, diseases are not necessarily my specialty, but I know this for sure is not a disease. There was, I think there was at least one that it was just normal, simple rotted, fell out, but most of them, they just kind of disappeared. It's like they'd never been there, and they were nowhere to be found. There was no other symptoms. Honestly, whatever this is, it's magic, and it's only affecting their teeth. So I don't know. I don't understand. There's nothing for me to heal.
So there's no spot where, like, the root's exposed, or it was bleeding, or you can see that they recently lost it. It's just healed, as though they lost it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miriam, do you know where this strange cave out in the forest is?
Oh, yes. Yes, I have an idea of where it's at. I've never been there myself since I arrived at town. I've been told the cave is dangerous and we shouldn't go there. I don't know why. I don't like to go cave spelunking, so it's not something that I really ventured after, but I'd heard.
Can I roll an inside check on that?
Yeah.
$11.
Back.
Yeah, 11. She seems to be telling the truth.
How many people would you say came in with this?
Well, not a lot of people here like to be seen. But, a few have come in. I would say 10 or 15 have stopped by. Some,
You have a
that,
list?
let's see. I don't have a list, but there are a few names that stick out to me. There was there was a middle-aged man. I think he is Rodolphus. There was this young boy that came by. He was missing 5 teeth. I told him there was nothing I could do for him. Who else? Oh, there was this. He was quite a character. He was an older fellow. Had a beard. He was pretty scruffy, and I thought, okay, surely he's just poor hygiene. But no. I mean, his teeth were surprisingly white. But he, sure enough, he had a couple missing teeth. He had no idea.
The people who
notice-
lost multiple teeth, I'm sorry. The people who lost multiple teeth, do you know if they lost them in the same night or over a period of time?
I believe the boy said it was all in one night. I think so. But now that you mention that, though, I do think that there was one of the other ones that had lost a couple that it was on separate nights.
Do you remember which one?
I'm sorry, I don't.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Question: do you notice a pattern? Is it men, women, old, young?
So far, it's looking like mostly men.
No, there was a couple women. There was a couple of them that came in were from the farmers, and they had talked about some of their livestock, and I told them I had no idea about livestock, but it seems weird if whatever's happening is not just hitting the people, it's also hitting the animals, which seems strange to me.
There was
That's
a
a
Druid
strange-
gentleman that came through recently. Did you have any conversation with them?
No, no, I didn't. I remember there being a hush about it, or not a hush, but like whispers about it because they were from out of town and they seemed, how do you say, unkempt maybe. They weren't. They seemed suspicious. We'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Just curious, did you get a glance at them? Any idea what they looked like?
I don't recall them at all.
All right.
Is Ezekiel still with us?
Yes, he's escorting you so that way he can tell you where to go.
Beautiful. Ezekiel, my friend, did you see the druid?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I did.
Any description would be very helpful.
Yeah, he was wearing some animal skins. He seemed unclean. I think that's the word that you're looking for, Marion. Oh yes, that better fits. Maybe he had been traveling a lot. He had
Hadn't brushed his teeth in a while.
yeah, something like that. And he seemed he had longer hair and it was kind of like bunched up. I don't know what you would call that, but all kind of like bunched up in strands. Like maybe he hadn't bathed in a while.
Locks.
I think I've heard them called that
Or
before.
a man bun?
And bun
yeah,
dreadlock. Thanks.
yeah,
Bunched.
exactly.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't have much interaction with him. He kind of asked where the Baron was, and I, took them to see the Baron. But I didn't. It wasn't a talkative fellow.
Ezekiel, if you don't mind, did he have any distinguishing features? Like any scars or vitiligo or a mole somewhere specifically on his face?
Not that I can recall. Like I said, he just kind of seemed dirty and
All
he
of his
didn't keep
teeth?
himself well. I mean, I didn't particularly look, but when he talked, I didn't notice anything offhand.
So he's at least got the front ones.
At least.
Side bears and the canines.
I
Good.
think we should make our way probably out to that cave, but keep an eye out for our friend.
Our friend the druid, you mean?
Correcto.
I think
Okay.
that's a good idea.
Out there.
Okay. So you guys decide you're going to head out. So as you exit and you begin, walking towards the edge of town, the captain says he's explaining to you that he's not going to be able to go with you, but he does give you precise directions on how to get there. As you're walking, the boy that you interacted with comes running up. Excuse me, I've got some folks here that I was able to gather up. It's not many, but there's a few of them here that I've got for you.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So you see behind him there is there's a middle-aged man with beard, kind of scraggly looking. There is a woman with her toddler, and another woman that's maybe in her 30s. And they're all kind of standing around. They're like, he kind of vaguely they say, this young man said that you were looking for the missing teeth.
Yes. Did one of y'all lose teeth but not on the same night?
You mean like one tooth one night, one tooth another night?
Is that anybody here in this group?
The one with the toddler steps up. I was missing a tooth one night, and then a couple nights later, my daughter came up to me and said that she had some missing teeth. Thankfully, it's only her baby teeth. I hope it doesn't stop her from growing adult teeth. But I thought it was odd that there was different nights. But and she pulled something out of her purse. She said, whenever my daughter came in and said her teeth were missing, there was this weird gold coin. So I don't know. She wanted to buy some candy with it, but I thought maybe we should hold on to it for a little bit.
That's a tooth fairy. Yeah. It's common. It's common in Fey cultures, elves, satyrs, things like that. We offer them under our pillows and we receive a coin.
Oh.
However, most of this isn't normal.
Why, Tooth Fairy? Why would a fairy want my teeth?
The Fae are weird.
Normally, you have to lose the tooth first.
Yeah, it has to naturally fall out. You put it under your pillow, the fairy will take it, leave you a coin, and who knows what they do with it. They may do it gold.
The older man steps up and is, well, it's funny that you got a gold coin. I actually woke up. I went to go eat breakfast, and I went to chomp down and realized I'm missing some teeth. So I went struggling around looking in my bed, and I didn't find anything, but I did. And he pulls out. He has three silver coins, and he says, I've got these, but I don't know where they came from. I don't even recognize them. They don't look like any currency I've ever seen. And he holds them up for you, and he says, but hey, I'd like to eat breakfast, but also, I mean, it's just some silver here, so if I can melt it down and spend it, that'd be wonderful.
Ostum's gonna look over those coins. Is there anything that I can roll to identify if these are potentially Fae currency?
Yeah, I would say roll, man. History or Arcana, I think, would probably fit with yours.
Nat 20.
Oh my Lanta. These coins that you're looking over, you recognize not necessarily where, but they're it's an assortment of coins. They're from old kingdoms, kingdoms that are from the Feywild and other locations. But you're not. Nothing in particular stands out other than yes, they are from the Feywild.
These would be from kingdoms that are in old druidic tales.
Yeah.
Ostum's gonna just gently hold out his hand. Do you mind if I see these coins really fast?
Sure. Hands the coins to you.
He looks them over. Sylvantris, Ardana, and a satyr clan. These are all ancient Fae coins.
He's looking like the druid is a pretty safe bet, I'd say.
I mean, they should spend.
Maybe they're
They should
connected.
spend just the same. As he hands them back, but those are from the Feywilds, old fallen kingdoms told about in stories. Honestly, I'd hold on to them. They may be worth something more.
Oh, okay, if you say so.
Can I cast Detect Good and Evil on these?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Sorry, I'm just double checking.
Surely, Gurley.
Duration, if there's an aberration, that's not a fiend or undead. So, okay. So, no, that detect evil and good, it's only for aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, undead within 30 feet of you.
But if there is a place or object within 30 feet that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Okay. Yeah, so okay. Yes, these coins will stand out to you as they have been desecrated, as though they were once, they were not necessarily a holy thing, but they were a valuable thing among these kingdoms. But now they're not really being used for good sources anymore. They're being used for some sort of nefarious intent.
Interesting.
I relate that to the group.
Yeah, I think
I
we need
don't-
to get a move on before more
well-
people miss.
The woman in authority steps up and she says, "Before you go, I didn't have any teeth missing, but I do have a lot of problems sleeping, and she says that one night while I was sleeping, I woke up, and there was this weird, I don't know, bug thing. I don't know, it was kind of dark. It's hard to see, but I could hear like flapping wings, and it was a nasty little thing. From what I could tell, it had like 4 legs. It was like, I don't know, around 8 to 10 inches tall. It was kind of a dark color, but like it was trying to fly to my mouth, and so I jumped out of bed. I screamed a little bit and tried swatting at it, and it quickly flew out of my window. I don't know what it was, but could that be something? Maybe, like I don't know what it is. I was worried that it might, like, it was flying towards my mouth. I thought it might try to bite me or make me sick or something. I don't. Have you heard of anything like that?
We're messing with the thing that could be. Okay.
Sounds like some sort of pixie or fairy. We've been talking about. Sounds about right. Some of them have like insect-like wings. Yes.
If it's a fairy, some of them do have dragonfly-esque wings, which would make a buzzing noise. That are beetle wings.
What about 4 legs?
4 legs. Can I roll a history to
4.
recount tales? Recount tales that may have told of certain fairies and what they looked like from my childhood.
I mean, I would say in that situation, probably all of you, well, except for Chef, because clearly Chef has never heard of the Tooth Fairy. Everyone else seems to have some form of knowledge about the Tooth Fairy. So yeah, I would say all of you could roll a history check.
I'll just start writing ways to cook Tooth Fairy.
Ways to cook tooth fairy. Rotisserie.
Coco?
16.
10.
10, 16 for you, and what'd you
19.
Roll? 19. Okay, so the 10 and 16, you recount, common stories from your childhood. There was, these fae that if you would leave a tooth under your pillow, sometimes there would be a coin left there for you, sometimes not. And sometimes the tooth would be there and sometimes it wouldn't. The stories were that they were stories. No one you knew personally had ever experienced this. However, on the 19, you not only recall these stories, but you recall stories that were darker, that they were these creatures that would steal teeth, and they would use them in dark rituals to create these less than desirable beings, and that they were very dangerous if not stopped.
Were any of these stories perhaps in storybooks, illustrated, things like that?
No, this was mostly verbal passed down.
Okay. I'm going to... Osim's going to lift their hand with this black, intricately embroidered glove. It is the Shadow Puppeteer's glove. He's going to pull any shadow that's nearby to try and create this creature according to this woman's description.
Okay. Yes, so you do that. You get it pretty close. She says, that's kind of, it was a little bit, it wasn't as dark. I mean, obviously that looks like a shadow, but that looks pretty similar to what I saw.
Okay, well now we have a base to work with. 4 legs, tiny arms, I think. Maybe. Dragonfly-like wings.
Maybe I cook them like frog's legs.
I mean, if they're more like an insect, they're gonna be invertebrates. You may as well boil them like a crab. Why are we talking about this?
Boil them like a crab, you say?
They're gonna drop that shadow creation.
Okay.
Well,
Right. Honestly, that information is some of the most helpful yet, ma'am. Thank you. Ostim's gonna lean down to that young boy who gathered these people. What's your name, kid?
My name? Oh, well, most people don't talk to me often. I'm just kind of rough. I'm sorry. It's Roger.
Roger. Ostim's gonna pull a gold out of his pocket and offer it to the kid. Thanks.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah,
You put in
Is
the
there
hard
any-
work.
is there anything else I can do for you?
I think that we're good, kiddo. But you're in this coin. Take it.
Thank you very much. And he just takes off running.
And there goes that.
Oh, Stan, we've talked about this. You are too generous.
Oh, well, I like to make people's days, and what are you gonna do about it, chef? Take my coin pouch.
I'm trying not to be a
Unless I
mouth
can
breather.
eat it.
I just can't breathe through my nose, okay?
Be a mouth breather.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
I'll join you in mouth breathing if it makes you feel better.
I can't breathe through my nose. I'm sorry.
We will be mouth breathers together.
Loki, when are all these people's teeth? Are they as bright and shiny as the Baron's, or were his like crystal?
I would say no, they're not as bright and shiny, but they're not like, they're not like horrible hygiene. They're not necessarily the best, but they're not like that worst decaying stuff. Like they're decent.
Okay.
Cool.
I have an
Through the
idea.
woods.
Once we head out to the woods, I've got an idea.
Ostum is gonna hammer that sign into the ground right before we leave.
Okay. So the captain gives you the best directions that he can. And who is going to be leading the charge through the woods to try and find this cave?
I will. I'm an outlander. So I
Hi.
should be able to, being an outlander, I should be able to follow these directions pretty easily.
Okay. Roll survival.
Rival. Oh, I love my choice in things to have double proficiency in. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
That is so much better. We had a nat 1, which is now an 18 on die for a total of 21.
21. Yeah, you're easily able to remember the directions. You're able to find your way through. Along the way, could everyone make a perception check for me?
Yes.
Dirty 20?
Okay.
Is that right? 32?
Jesus.
32. Jesus Christ.
16 plus 6?
22?
30. 22.
22. I say, what is your modifier?
Yeah. I got a 14.
I got
16
a
plus
4.
A 4.
So,
So proud of that 4.
who rolled the 32?
22. My bad.
22.
22.
Okay. So those of you that rolled above 18, as you're walking through and you're getting closer to the cave, you're along this route. There's a river that runs through that you've kind of been walking near. Along the way, you begin to hear a faint buzzing sound coming from toward the river. Do you want to inspect it, or do you want to roll on by?
I'm gonna try to stealth and get a view of it.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I want, as we were approaching the woods, I want to use my mask of many faces and turn into the Baron with all his teeth. And make sure I'm walking with a big fat smile.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Yeah,
Wrap it up.
that's amazing. And I guess, yeah, once we hear a buzzing sound, I mean, I rolled below an 18, so if somebody points out that there is a buzzing sound, then I
Oh
will
yeah.
take action.
Ostum really just...
I want to pull out my pack blade as well, or summon it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna summon my echo. So you all just see a moment of Chef just kind of like, and a duplicate of Chef appears looking literally identical to him, except like somewhat ethereal or like incorporeal, like you can kind of see through them. And Chef will, once they appear, Chef will say, Foo Chef, you're here. Very good. We are about to... And,
I like that it's the Echo Knight.
And Sue, the sous chef, will respond, "Yeah, we're here, chef. All right, let's do this."
Quick question, Floki.
Yeah.
My great axe, since you told us to pick an uncommon item, is a weapon of warning. Does it begin to glow?
That's all that is.
What exactly does the text say about the warning? What is it warning you of?
This magical weapon warns you of danger. While the weapon is on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls. In addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you cannot be surprised, except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. The weapon magically awakens you and your companions within range if any of you are asleep naturally when combat begins.
Okay.
Surprise us.
I will say in this particular situation, currently it is not glowing.
Okay. In terms of my stealth, because you gotta love chainmail and having disadvantage, my stealth was an 11 to dip into the underbrush.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So as you are approaching the river, you see a group of these weird blue winged fey-like creatures, and they're kind of buzzing around. And as you approach, they kind of like all kind of stop what they're doing, splashing in the water, and they look around, pause for a second, and then they go back to what they were doing. When they pause to look around, your weapon does begin to glow slightly. Actually, how does your weapon of warning? How does it warn you?
I'm going to say that if, it is only him in an area, or if he's stealthing, it'll actually create a buzz in their ears. But if they are out open with the group, then it will actively glow. Okay.
So as you approach and they pause, you get that buzzing, but as they go back to what they were doing, that buzzing fades. And it's a group of these little river pixies that are playing in the river.
If possible, I would like to, I'll bring anybody with me who wants to, but kind of head in if Ostum went this way, like kind of go around slightly the other way.
Oh god, create a cinch trap.
Yeah, just sort of pincer trap a little bit. And if anybody would like, I'm not stealthing. I have mithril armor, and that puts me at a +0 without disadvantage. So
I'll go with, and I'll stealth.
Okay, what's your stealth?
Let me see. Holy, let me get rid of that's just a 10. Good night.
Okay, so as you guys are making your way around the side, Austin, you begin to hear the buzzing in your ears as these pixies kind of stop and turn and look in the direction that they are coming. As you guys begin to kind of circle around, once you get to where you can see them, the pixies directly, you see them stop, turn, and look in your direction. They don't see it, or at least it doesn't appear that way, and but they are definitely looking in your direction.
Ostum's gonna hunker down. Are there any small rocks or anything nearby that they could pick up?
Yeah, sure. You're near the riverbed. There'd be rocks there.
They're gonna pick up a rock and prepare an action that if any of these pixies make an aggressive action, they're gonna chuck it.
Okay. Are you chucking it at them or just in a direction?
Get their attention. Gonna throw it into the river.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy, and hang on. What would I know if river pixies are generally hostile to?
I'm trying to recount your backstory. Would you? Well, you're from a guild of monster hunters. Would you have spent any time, maybe with the lore master or anything like that? Are you a studious kind of warlock?
I mean, I would imagine that I at least have. I'm probably not the most well versed in every monster out there, but I would like to. I'm a practical guy. I would probably know what I know about more common monsters, at least.
Okay, roll a history check.
The horns have returned.
13.
13. You don't recall specifically about river pixies, but you do recall general knowledge about pixies, and pixies are mischievous, not necessarily offensive all the time, but they are mischievous creatures.
Sure. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy, and I'm going to just boom up my voice a little bit. I'm still appearing as the Baron with all his teeth, with my blade stowed, and I'm just gonna do my best impression of him. And hello there, little pixies.
So as soon as you step out, one of them takes off in the direction that you got. The other three just kind of like flit around for a second, and two of them dive into the water. The other one is like on the edge, just kind of looking at you like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah, so I'm gonna no, don't run, it's okay, it's fine.
So it's just kind of staring at you.
I'm gonna kind of like get down low and hold out my hand, kind of like you would do with like a dog that you don't know.
These are intelligent!
Are we watching this? Can we see this?
Oh, yeah. Oster's
Yes.
watching this.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna send, like, depending on how far ahead. That's gracious. Raskian is. I'd like to send Sue the Echo, like, to sort of shoulder to shoulder with Raskian. Same, like, defensive stance. He has to be within 30. The Echo and I have to be within 30 feet of each other. So,
Yep.
however that works, I would definitely stay within that distance. And just have the Echo kind of literally echo what Raskian is saying as, yeah, it's all right. Hey, pixies, hey, it's all good.
And Coco's ready in action for Sanctity of Life. If anything starts to like pick up, can she cast Sanctity of Life?
Okay, yeah, so you're holding that action. Got you. So as you come out, it kind of scares the one, but he like slowly approaches Raskin's hand, and as he comes up, he's kind of like sniffing a little bit, like kind of watching you while like being down. He reaches out and grabs one of your fingers while he's looking at you, and then he bites it.
I'm going to attempt to make no reaction to that.
Okay.
Wait. Sanctity of Life. That's what I wanted to cast it for.
Yep, you're good. Yeah, go ahead.
Also
Okay.
just stands there
So,
holding their mark.
It gives resistance to necrotic damage and poison damage for 1 hour.
Okay. Okay, cool. So you take 1 point of piercing damage
Okay.
Oh, it killed my Echo.
as this little dude just bites you.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna sort of grin and bear it a little bit, and like slowly try to pull him to me.
As soon as you pick him up again, as soon as you like start to pick up and pull, he is going to bite your finger again. Another point of damage, and then he is going to go and there's a and like fly off towards the water.
I'm gonna attempt to grab him, like fully grasp it.
Yeah, make a dexterity check.
Grabs Pixie,
19.
crush.
Yeah, you have effectively grabbed the pixie.
All right.
He is attempting to bite you, and
All right.
once you grab him, the other two kind of come back up out of the water.
I'm gonna
Someone's gonna
pull
throw-
him. I'm gonna
throw the
pull
rock?
him.
Throw the rock.
I
Sorry, go
want to
ahead.
pull the pixie real close to me. And Elvin, I'm gonna be like, what is in that cave?
Okay, so you throw the rock. The other two pixies, well, one of the other pixies like looks over that way and like kind of flies in that direction, just not all the way, but like in that direction to try and like check it out and see what happened. The other one is still staring at you as you have hold of his friend.
Yeah.
You speak Elvish in his ear. Do you speak Sylvan?
I do not speak Sylvan. No.
But I do.
You do?
No, I don't. Damn it. It's abysmal. Never mind.
Okay, so no one speaks Sylvan.
They have any other languages? Could I roll?
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm gonna say
Could
the
you
same
roll what?
thing in Infernal.
Could I roll a check, perhaps an Arcana check?
You can roll history.
History. That works. Okay. I'll take that. 17.
Okay, 17. From what you can recall, you don't know if they speak in another language. Where did you say you were holding this pixie?
I'm. How big are they? Like,
They're tiny, so they're probably like somewhere in this range.
okay. I was kind of like thinking shoulder, torso area.
Shoulder, torso area. Okay.
Yep.
You say that, and he goes, and he's like trying to bite you.
All right. I'm going to.
Sue's gonna back away from that. And
I'm gonna
and just
reach
keep
in.
an eye on any incoming ones.
I'm
And
gonna
we'll,
reach
like,
in my pack, and I'm gonna just pull out a parchment and a pen, and I'm gonna like free up one of his hands and hand him the pen and just tell him to write it down.
You hand him the pen.
Yes, I hand him the pen.
Okay. What's Raskin. Okay. Okay. He attempts to stab you with the pin, but he's so frantic that he misses and is like sliding off of your hand while he's trying to stab you.
These are river pixies, correct? Like water pixies?
Yes. Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Ostum's gonna whistle, reveal themselves, and try speaking in Primordial. I'm hoping potentially you know this language, little friends.
All of them look at you. Except for the one in your hand, that's still trying to stab you. The other two look at you, and they're just like.
Okay, that didn't work.
All right, I'm gonna slowly just take my pen back.
What?
Can Coco try something in Goblin?
Yep, it is the same result.
Does anybody have tongues?
Abysmal. Abysmal.
I think we all.
So no abysmal. The one in your hand casts enlarge on himself, and he grows in size to the next size. And as he does, make a strength saving throw to see if you can retain a grapple with him.
Yeah, that's gonna be 10.
Okay, well, yeah, he rolled really poorly, so you retain the grapple, but I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, dang it.
Damn it. Okay. Having a very happy day over here.
Oh my. 3.
These are the exact same number. 14.
14.
19.
19 for Chef. Raskin, what did you roll?
22.
22. Oh, so you're top.
Nice.
Okay,
Guess at
so
this point the axe is glowing.
yeah, during this whole thing, once it started glowing that second time, it would have continued glowing.
See,
Okay, so
they finally pull it from their back.
Raskin, Chef, Austin, Coco. That is the order. Raskin, you are up first. You have this enlarged creature grappled, or he's tiny, he's medium, or small. No, small. It's tiny, small. So you have this small creature grappled.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to let this one go, and I'm gonna cast chain lightning, or sorry, witch bolt.
I was gonna say, that's a high
Okay.
level spell.
Chain lightning near
I've
water.
never played a caster before, so I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Fine, I've never played a fighter.
Yeah. So, and I have to cast it at my highest level as a warlock. That's right.
You should have. I think Warlock has 2 different levels that can cast out. I think, or 2. There's.
It's like
I think
You should.
two
I
spell
think I got
slots.
2 spell slots, but I have to cast them at the highest level
That is-
possible.
It's like whatever the highest level that your level has. So
Yeah.
whatever a
Yeah.
level 5 warlock.
So I can cast a level 3 witch bolt then. So
Okay.
make a ranged spell attack against that creature. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Still clunky here. Pulling up my 14. That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, cool. And then it's gonna take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's gonna be 10 points of lightning damage.
Okay, 10 points.
Yep.
Okay. I'm assuming the casting on the one you're holding.
Yeah.
Okay. Immediately, they're looking like, oh shit, that hurt.
Cool.
So you've got hold of him, and the witch bolt goes out. The lightning-esque bolt crackles through your hands and into this pixie as it kind of convulses a little bit. Is that all for your turn?
So that was action. For bonus action, I can't cast any other spell, correct?
Cannot.
Nope. Or a cantrip or anything
Unless
like
you
that.
have like a cantrip that's a bonus action. Which I
Yeah,
don't
if
think-
the cantrip is a bonus action.
Let me just real quick check something real quick.
What cantrips do you have?
I'm just checking Eldritch Blast. No, that's an action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna from there. Yeah, that'll be the
Okay,
end of
shift.
my action. I'm gonna back up like 30 feet though.
Still grappled?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're trying to drag this thing with you.
Yes.
Okay, make a athletics. Is athletics or acrobatics? Athletics is strength, right?
It'd be athletics, yes.
Yeah, make an athletics check for me.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, 13.
13. Okay, so you attempt to step back while maintaining control of this creature. It's not budging, so you can either A, release and back up, or you can maintain the grapple.
I'm just gonna maintain the grapple.
Okay. Okay, Chef, you're up.
Cool. When the one pixie that Raskian's been holding on to started biting and everything like that, did I hear you correctly that another pixie was like headed towards us? Like, out
So
of
there
the
were
water ones?
there were 4 total. One of them took off in the direction of the cave. The other 2 that popped back out of the water were, one kind of went toward the rock that Austin threw, and the other one is still just kind of chilling above the water, watching as all this began to unfold. So, Austin, did you throw the rock away from the party?
Ostum is throwing it further over. And then they tried to get the Pixie's attention, hoping that they spoke primordial,
Right.
simply because, Aquan. Clearly
Yes.
not.
Okay, so currently the other 2 pixies are still like hanging out by the river.
Yeah, but they did stand. They are no longer stealthing. So,
Okay.
Got it. All right. In that case, Sous Chef is probably a little bit ahead of me, but we will move as much as it takes to get within. I'm gonna kind of like leave Witch Bolted Pixie with Raskian. Feels like they can take care of that, and I'll just move toward the next closest Pixie.
Okay. That is going to be, you're going to be stepping toward the water. So currently set up, the river, you guys are back here on the bank. The river is probably about 15 feet in front of you. And so you are stepping, Raskin just kind of stepped out. This pixie stepped towards you guys. The other two are by the river. So if you would want to, you're about, from where Raskin is, you're about probably 15 feet away from the water.
Okay. Brilliant. And that's where the next pixie is in the water?
Yes.
Or like near the water or something?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Are they like in the middle of the river where I'm going to have to...
One of them is a little further out on the river. The other one is like right at the bank.
Okay, perfect. And I'm going to go straight for the one in the bank. Specifically, sous chef will get right up in their face. And I'll stand like 15 feet back. So there's a 15 feet little buffer between the two of us. But sous chef is right up in this pixie's face and is going to take out unsheath the two meat cleavers, which are hand axes, but two meat cleavers. They're like, these ones are weird because sous chef is holding them, so they're also like a little bit see-through, but you can tell they have that Damascus kind of like draining through it and stuff. They're like very, very nice, probably the nicest thing on chef or sous chef. And sous chef is going to be like, you should have talked, Pixie. And is just gonna go for the middle mass and just swing with meat cleaver. Not great. 12 hit.
12. So you swing your cleaver, and as you do, you kind of slip a little bit on the slippery bank and just slightly miss.
Then I'm gonna bonus action teleport, switch places with sous chef and chef. You see like kind of almost like turn into like cooking steam and kind of like fall into the ground and teleport.
Yeah.
And so that's a bonus action. So now sous chef is 15 feet back. I'm right up in the pixie's face. Second attack. The same number, 12.
Yeah, swing, whiff again, miss it, just barely missing it.
Dang. Sous chef, we are the same. I know, I've been saying that.
Okay, anything else?
That's it. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
So-
All right. So it is the Pixies go. The one that is grappled, you see it move its hand, and you see this water rise up from the river and take the form of a spear, and it's going to attempt to hit you, Raskin.
What did I do?
Worse than you.
Your AC is 12. Yeah. So
13.
that would it's 13. My bad. Okay. Either way, it hits.
Super high.
So you are going to take. Where is my? Here it is. You are going to take 7 points of piercing damage as this water spear comes up out of the river and just slams into you. And that is its action. The one that is in front of you, Chef, it's going to cast Reduce on you. I need you to make a...
Hell yeah.
Quick question. What's the rules on concentration? Because Witch Bolt's a concentration spell.
So you have to roll. It was 7 points, so it's below 10. You have to roll a con save of 10 or higher.
Okay. Yeah, that's 14.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Okay, so
This dice is dead. It says, it's probably a failed no matter what type of save it is, but what kind of save is this?
I'm double checking.
Constitution.
Yeah, con.
Oh, you
Con
got
is
this.
better. It's a 10.
That's a success. Hey.
I'm
Wow.
double checking.
Gang, gang.
Let's see.
Because it's on the pixie spell. So,
Oh yeah. You rolled a what?
a 10.
You fail the save, and you are now reduced in size. So you have reduced. Your size is halved. Decreases by 1 set. So you're now you were medium. You're now small.
Small?
Yep. You have a disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Your weapons also shrink, so they reduce by 1d4 damage.
1d4.
Yeah.
Brilliant. My 1d6 becomes a 1d2. Sort of, like math-wise, but
Tiny chef.
fantastic. Yeah, Chef just shrinks down. I'm never gonna do this to me.
Ostin just. Wait, what? Damn it!
The other pixie further back is the range.
reduce
Okay,
me
so yeah,
again.
you're still in range. No, he's gonna go after Ostin. He does the spear. He moves his hand. A water spear comes up out of the water. He chucks it at Ostin. Ostin, your AC is 15, correct?
16.
16. You see the spear just come flying past your head and splashes against a tree as he misses.
Okay,
and
stop
he
paying attention.
is
Start.
he is going to move up. He's going to move up 20 feet to get just past the riverbank, so he's kind of in the midst of you now. After them, Ostin, you're up.
It seems like our chat's being flooded.
Yeah.
Some comment. I was just talking about comments were filtered. I guess somebody was doing some bad commenting.
Probably. So Ostin, how far is this pixie from you?
So you didn't move into the riverbank area.
No,
the one
I'm
that
still in the
you're
underbrush.
showing me, yeah. So you are probably, if it would have been 20 feet for you to get to the riverbank, probably 15-ish feet to get to the pixie from where you currently are.
Okay, Ostin is going to raise their great axe as they snarl, "No one makes my friends small," and he's gonna rush in.
I'm glad I got back in time for that.
Someone clip that.
What they said?
But they are going to rush in. They are going to be making, of course, an attack with their great axe. And they are choosing to use the fire rune if they hit.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to use the pretty dice for this one. Okay, this is a strength-based attack. 24.
24 hits.
Okay, this pixie is going to need to make a strength saving throw, DC 13. In terms of damage, 2d6 plus the 1d12 for my axe.
Does Sous Chef also shrink?
No, sous chef is the same size.
Little bummed, but it's okay.
Okay, breaking that 8 down into another 6. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus that 2 is 14, plus the 3 for my strength. 15 points of slashing and fire damage.
Okay, it failed the save.
Okay, and it failed the save. Because of it failing the save and using the fire rune, it is now restrained for 1 minute as Ostin rushes up, this great axe in hand, as they slash it down across this pixie from the blood coming from their wound. It quickly starts to burn as shackles wrap around its wings and hands, pulling it and keeping it in place to the ground.
Okay, so you make your attack. Go ahead.
At the start of each of its turns, it will be taking an additional 2d6 fire damage.
Okay,
And
so
it can repeat the save at the end of its turn.
this pixie becomes restrained as you cleave into it, slicing into its abdomen, and this comes rushing forth, and as it forms these blood-like cuffs around it, it falls because it was flying. It falls from out of the air where it was hovering. And 6 damage. As it hits the ground, you hear it let out a as it dies.
So the shackles immediately vanish as Ostim is raising their great axe above their head, two-handed, and just... Oh. That was easy. I would like to use my equipment token
Okay, 4.
to say that I brought a short bow and arrows.
Yeah, okay, that works. Make it a +1.
+1, okay. So I'm gonna add that to my equipment really fast. Because, huh. I need items.
Okay, you have a bonus action?
I have a second attack,
Oh, okay.
which is why I need that short bow. And arrows. Add to equipment. There we go. Now I know what it does. Equipped.
Was that the pixie that had reduced me?
No, it was the other one.
Got it.
Okay, Ostum just dropping their axe in the mud for now, pulling a short bow that was overlapped with their, their great axe. They are going to shoot at the pixie that has reduced Chef.
Okay.
Okay. Get those out of the way.
Defend my honor!
I'm defending your honor! 18, 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, sweet. It is 1d6 plus 2. Not mad at that. 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Okay, it fails its concentration, and you pop back up to normal size.
Thank you so much for saving me.
Anytime, Chef. Not the first time, won't be the last.
You said it was how much damage? I'm sorry, I didn't.
6.
Okay, 6 points of damage. Okay, so you fire the arrow. It hits it. It kind of like shakes its head and like tries to gather itself as it spins in the air, and then as it rights itself, that's when Chef pops back up to normal size.
Ostum's glaring it down.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Coco, you up.
Is Coco within? Oh yeah, Coco's within 60 feet of the nearest
sure.
pixie. Okay, yeah. She's not gonna move forward any. She's very much gonna hang back, play it cool, and cast
What's
Sacred
happening?
Flame. So
Sacred
that's
Flame.
Joe.
Okay.
Sacred. What does your sacred flame look like?
Like,
17 for a dex save.
I was hold on. I was distracted. Sorry.
So you want to be a DM?
17.
17.
Got me.
And so I think while she was hanging back was distracted when Little Chef became Big Chef. So when she pushed out Sacred Flame, she was surprised and completely missed. So
Okay. So are you shooting at the one that was restrained?
whatever one was closest to
Okay.
where she was.
So Raskin, you feel this heat just like shoot past you and this pixie's head as she releases her sacred flame.
I'm gonna do one of these.
Sorry.
I forgot to ask really fast, how do we feel about cussing scream? Because I can keep it clean, but...
I think it's good as long as it's not like over the top, so we don't get community violations.
Ostum seeing this just, oh shit! As he just, they just returned to holding their bow and arrow, just watching.
Do you have any other bonus action?
Coco's gonna stay right there.
Okay, back to top of the round, Raskin.
All right, oh shit. So yeah, I get to just continue using that same lightning. Question, because it's not super specific. If I defeat this target, can I move that lightning to somebody else or no?
Let me look up Witch Bolt real quick.
It just says it ends if you use an action to do anything else, or if the target's outside my range, or if it has cover from me. But it doesn't specify whether it's, if I beat it or not.
I am not able to pull it up for some reason. All right, read it again for me. I'm sorry.
Sure, yeah. On a hit, the target takes 1d12 lightning damage, and on each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically. The spell ends if you use your action to do anything else. The spell also ends if the target is outside the spell's range or if it has total cover from you.
Yeah, so whenever, after you kill it, then you'll have to recast Witch Bolt on another creature.
Okay, cool. That's fine. All right, sweet. Yeah, I don't have to roll to hit. Oh, wait. That's 18 points of damage.
Dang.
Okay, yeah, tell me how you do it.
Yeah,
you
sweet.
kill
So
it.
I'm just gonna like, and I don't want to overcook it because I really want to give it to Julian. See if he can, make me some like fried pixie wings or something.
Okay, yeah,
But-
so you...
And then I'm gonna stow them away in my bag.
So you have gripped this pixie and you're maintaining it. It's smaller than you because it's still a small creature, but as you release this Witch Bolt, they go... you see as the life flashes from its eyes as the eyes almost burn out from the Witch Bolt, and then it just like slowly shrinks, and now you're just holding this pixie, which you store in your bag.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me.
All right, Chef, you're up. You have a pixie staring you down.
I am going to, after having looked back and thanked Ostum for their assistance, going to face down this pixie and also noticing the sacred flame that almost hit Raskian from Coco, and look at this pixie dead in the eyes and be like, I have thought of so many recipes fighting you, and just go to frickin' town and lay as many attacks into this pixie as possible.
Yeah, have at it.
That one's cocked. The other one's in that one. 17.
17 will hit.
Okay. I'm not shrunk anymore. And then I'm gonna bonus action attack a third time as well.
What was the damage on that?
Like the offhand attack. Oh shoot, it did take a hit. 10 slash.
Okay, all right. It's looking a little worse for wear. Go ahead.
Okay. So then bonus action third attack, nat 20.
Yeah.
Incredible. That's 14.
Okay, yeah. How do you want to do this?
Brilliant. I like it's like a slow-mo montage of just like cutting off, this is a little gross, but cutting off like different body parts, and just like you see like a thought bubble of like different finished recipes with, like written like little subtitles of like barbecue pixie, looking at Ostum's fire rune, and then sacred flame roast. Fried pixie wings, and just like little music playing, and just cut them into pieces, and then we have equipment tokens. Can I
One.
have not a bag of holding, but a bag of colding to keep ingredients fresh?
Sure, we can on the spot make up that magic item. Yeah, okay, sure, you got it.
Like,
I'm gonna bring in the homebrew chat
the
later.
pieces are falling down, just kind of like this, almost like a part of the chef apron has like a fanny pack attachment, bag of colding, and just kangaroo pouch. Have the pixie parts fall in, zip that up.
Yeah, okay. You collect most of the dead pixie as it falls from the air from you cleaving it.
And that is my turn.
Okay, all of the pixies are dead now. You guys took them out. What would you like to do?
Get him this pixie and just stuff it whole in the bag of holding.
Yeah, Ostum's gonna pick up the pixie that they killed, kind of like wash the mud off in the river as they pick up their axe and put it back onto their back, and then just walk over to Chef and just hold it out like a dog handing a duck back. Just, well, there you go, Julian.
Okay.
Thank you, Jessica. Okay.
Ostum's immediately gonna turn on their heel and start following where that fourth pixie fled off to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Person.
gonna take off in a dead sprint.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and which one of you is faster? That's the question.
30.
30. We have the same speed, so
Okay. All right. So go ahead and make another survival check for me since you're about the same.
survival. I fall on my face as soon as I hit the mud. Nat 1.
Okay. Yeah. So you're picking this pixie up and you go to turn and take off and smack your face on the ground. You're like, oh.
As they're picking themselves out of the mud, just, oh! Okay. Just shaking some sand out of their hair, get up, quickly wash the sand off their face, and then keep...
Raskin, make a survival check for me.
Yeah. It's got 6.
6. Okay.
I'm gonna retire all my dice tonight.
So
Ones.
while you're moving along your way, you come to a place where you are unsure about which direction to follow. You recall how they were describing you how to get there, and you are like, this does not look familiar. And after about a minute or so, the rest of the party catches up to you, and Austin, if you can make one more survival check for me, please.
Yeah.
Austin,
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, I'll take the lead. It's fine. As they take back to the lead, that is a nat 20.
Okay, yeah. So you catch up. And you're like, hey, listen, bro, I got you. And you lead the rest of the way. The party comes up to a large cavern, and as you approach, along the way, everybody make a perception check for me.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll just remind the party, even though we've probably worked together before. As a human, I can't see shit in the dark, okay?
That's why you came to me. I've got dark vision.
No, for sure.
Not kidding
Just as
again?
a reminder.
Here I was, I'm like 17. Yeah.
I hope you guys can see that 20.
Okay. So
I've
Another?
done this now.
those of you that rolled above 15, you guys, as you are getting closer and closer to this cave, you begin to see signs of fey life. You begin to see small teeth that maybe got dropped while they were carrying it back. Just not very many, just one or two here and there, as you begin to approach this cave. As you get to the cave, you are against this large stone backdrop. You're obviously surrounded by wood. So the river turns off and goes another direction. And in front of you is this dark, damp, unwelcoming environment directly in front of you. The mouth opening is rather large. There's plenty of space for you to fit in, and there's an unpleasant smell that wafts out from the cave. And as it hits your nose, it kind of is like, oh. You can't quite place a smell, but it's definitely not a good one. What would you like to do?
Does it smell musty? Does it smell sweet?
Does it smell
What-
like food?
The worst food that chefs ever made?
What
I would say-
flavor does it smell?
I would say musty and a hint of sweet, but not like a good sweet. Like, that you get that just too much. You're like, oh,
We're monster hunters, right?
yes.
Okay, so can I roll a history, see if I've smelled this before? Because the way you're describing it, this is, over the table, away from the game. It almost sounds like the smell of death. As I say, with someone who's cleaned bones.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I would say survival or history.
Survival, history, okay.
I'm a cat temple too, because I'm a literally.
Question. Sorry.
Hold on. Coco, go ahead.
I'm a cat. I mean, I'm looking at Tabaxi information. It doesn't specifically say anything about smell, but I mean, would it make sense that I ness of smell? Maybe
Ye-
nature or
Yep, I would say make that nature roll as well.
22 on my
Raskin, Okay, hold on just a second. Raskin?
Yeah, so my packed blade that I have, they kind of said you could flavor it however you wanted it to look. I named it Cinder, and I imagined it being like a smoldering, sort of fiery, lava-y looking scimitar. Would there be any rules on it being like throwing off torchlight, basically?
So I will say specifically for that, because I don't want to give you the benefit of having like full torch. I would say it will allow you to see within 5 feet of you, because that makes sense if the sword is glowing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Ostum. Damn it, I'm gonna get this right.
Ostum. There's an O at the beginning.
Yeah. What did you roll?
22.
22, and then Coco.
Coco is distracted because she is dirty and she only rolled a 12 and these dice are being thrown away. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yes, Ostum, you recognize this is definitely a scent of death and a little decay and of bone and teeth.
Immediately, he's just, oh, God. Oh, nope, that's death.
Coco, while yes, distracted, you are recognizing like, man, I've encountered that before. Is that from like cleaning an animal? What is that?
Because I have dark vision, can I see far into the cave?
Yeah, I mean, dark vision everything is in grays and stuff, but yeah, you can see out. What is your dark vision? 60 feet?
I think it's 30 feet, as if it were bright light, and in darkness and shades of gray. But let me just double check that because
Brickly. So 30 feet, like 30 feet as though dim.
Coco, yours is 60 feet.
Totally 60.
Okay.
60 feet. Sorry, 60 feet as if it were bright light. And in darkness, as if it were dim, you can't discern color, only shades of gray. Yeah.
Okay, so
no limit on how far.
Those of you with dark vision, the shorter dark vision, you see into the cave. You can only see so far before it starts to fade out. Coco, you see a bit further as it looks like the cave goes in and takes a slight turn. There are stalagmites. It's definitely a moist environment. Yeah.
Shall we?
We shall.
What do we see within this cave? Those of us who can see. Sorry, Chef.
No, sous chef just answers for you. No, it's all right. I think I might light a torch though, because I'm kind of up close fighting, and if it's great that you can see for me in these circumstances, but in other circumstances, I'm fucked.
Not exactly piggyback in here, sorry, man.
It's definitely middle.
Yeah, I'm gonna light a torch to sous chef, and we're gonna go practically back to back. Just pushing our backs against each other, just crab walking.
Okay. All right. So
A
you
little
guys are
bit
going
behind the dark vision people, for the record. I'll let them. Dark vision people can go first because I don't want to immediately give up any semblance of surprise.
Okay.
But
Okay. So how are you guys approaching this? Are you going single file? Are you going spread out? Are you going slow? Tell me how you're approaching going in. Okay.
I want to be cautious, but I'm not trying to stealth or anything.
Okay.
I also have a glowing sword, so stealth is just out the window.
Ostum's gonna hold up probably to one of the walls of the cave, great axe in hand, just to see if it starts to glow. They're not moving fast, and they are keeping an eye around.
Okay. As you go, what was that, Coco?
On the other side, opposite side.
Okay.
Wait, I just realized, are you eating peanut butter with chopsticks?
I've got.
Oh my god, that is hilarious.
That's funny.
Absolute
Once-
legend.
Once again, have more questions than answers here, but
Okay,
So I'll be in the
so
back. Like if
okay,
we're going
in the
in
back.
everybody together, I'll be in the back, kind of. I feel I'm a beacon. I feel like even without I'm straight up torch. So
You've almost
okay,
made like either a diamond or an arrowhead formation.
Yep. So as you begin going in, your weapon of warning begins to glow.
As they pause, just glancing around.
Question: Has it been an hour yet since
Since
the beginning of the last combat?
so, I would say from the point of combat, it took you probably 45 minutes to get to the cave entrance.
So sanctity of life is still on everybody.
Yes.
Okay.
what's that do again? I'm sorry.
Resistance to necrotic damage and poison damage.
Okay.
So we're just moving on in.
Yep. I'm just
yeah, just
staying cautious.
being cautious. Yeah, weapons out.
Ostum's actively keeping an eye open for anything that's moving or just doesn't look right.
That doesn't look right. Okay, roll a. Are you investigating or are you just perceiving?
Perceiving, looking around as they walk.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
This guy likes me. I say as I lie. 8.
8. Okay. All right. For the other for Casey and Coco, what's your passive perception?
10.
10,
13.
13. Okay. All right. So you guys are walking forward. As you take a step forward, Ostum, you hear a crunch and then a. I need you 3 that are in the front to make a dexterity saving throw.
Do I have anything I can use to boost this? I'm proud of
17.
that.
11.
11.
We got the conquer. The conquered working, baby.
Give me 1 second. I'm looking through my stuff. Yeah, I have nothing that can help me. I have a feeling I'll be fine. 18.
Okay. There it is. Okay. If you rolled above a 15, you take 4 points. I'm sorry, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and if you didn't, as you step and you hear a crack in that whoosh, above you there is a large portion of stalagmite that has been set to break if there are people walking through here. And as this trap triggers, these stalagmites come falling down. And as you guys jump out of the way, you get nicked slightly, but mostly misses you, except for Raskian, who was right there, just completely unaware as he gets smacked dead on with a couple of them. Okay.
I'm aggressively looking through my stuff. In terms of damage reductions. Oh wait, no, found it. It's just -3.
Okay. So as you guys keep going, and you after this trap triggers, you begin to hear a lot more humming and like hurried speech, similar to what the Pixies' speech sounded like whenever you were interacting with them. Similar to that, but it's a little quieter, a little more. It's a little more quick in the way they're speaking. As you get from the cave and you begin to round the corner, you see a faint light in the distance, and you begin to hear more clearly what these creatures are saying. Granted, it's not a language any of you speak, but you hear it, and you begin to understand it's a rhythmic, it's a chant, it's something that they're doing over and over, and you hear the crackling of bone, you hear the smushing of flesh, and the chinking of teeth together. And as you continue to approach,
Stealth.
Stealth.
Right now.
Oh, really? Chef is not thinking stealth. Chef is thinking ritual. We have to stop it. Kicks on my winged boots, and I, like a torpedo, book through with, what the hell's my guy's name? Sous Chef. Freaking booking it behind me because I don't think the Echo is going to get flying boots. That sounds OP. So I imagine
Well, they have all
running, but hopefully
it has all gear you have.
I know it just feels crazy to me. Like, there's no way I'm letting your Echo that you can summon as a bonus action have flying boots. That's just me though, but
right now.
he'll run after me.
I'm gonna follow Chef.
okay,
Yeah.
Sure.
In that
So
moment,
Bro,
no stealth. We're just rushing in.
I'm rushing in.
I'm rushing in with him.
Ostum's following, trying to get Chef to stop.
Okay.
Coco has rolled a 19 for stealth, and I am stealthily going to follow.
Okay, so Coco kind of she guys off and it's like, no, fuck that. And she begins to like hug the wall and like crouch in her cat form is like, moving stealthily, along behind you. As you guys enter the mouth into this chamber, you are suddenly greeted by 4 figures that just appear in front of you. They are a bit larger than what you have seen. They are kind of medium humanoid-esque shapes with wings. You would all definitely recognize them as Fae. Beyond them, what you see is this odd amalgamation of teeth and pixie, Fae, just cluster of you don't know what beginning to take form into this humanoid shape. And I'm gonna need all of you to roll initiative. While you're doing that, I'm gonna get a water.
Sorry, gang. I felt like we could stop the ritual.
Chef, you dumbass! I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Chanting.
You got this. What's the plan?
I don't know.
Run in, break stuff, and leave?
How
Yeah.
many opponents do we have? We have the 4 standing in front of us, right? And then we have the big teeth thing behind us, right?
No, everything is in front of you.
Okay, so
So-
there's just the 4. Okay, gotcha.
Well, there's the 4, and then there's the tooth thing.
Right. Yeah, the 4, and then the gotcha.
The tooth
And the 4
pile.
have wings. They have wings.
These.
How tall is their ceiling?
If you can fly, you have plenty of room to fly.
No. But like how? Like what's our?
It is a large cavernous opening, so 20 feet, 30 feet. There are, it is a cave, right? So you have the light source that is coming from these beings that are in front of you. They also hold like a light source. There is like little fire torches placed around the cavern to bring light in. There are rock piles, there's stalagmites, stalactites. There's, there are areas that are easy to navigate and move around. There is open areas, but there are also plenty of areas where you could take cover behind rocks and these stalagmites and stuff.
How many beings did you say were in front of us?
4.
4, and then something coalescing into a moving thing made out of teeth in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
13.
11.
11.
19.
19. Raskin?
6.
Oh, my Lanta. Okay, order Ostum, Coco, Chef, Raskin.
Okay.
All right, so I need to roll. Okay, top of the round, Ostum. These things appear directly in front of you. You see beside him one of the little tiny water pixies that you ran into earlier there beside them. As you begin to take in the scene, you are up first. What do you do?
Oh, you little. As they raise their great axe, glowing clearly, they are going to use a bonus action to incite their giant's might. They become large along with everything that they are wearing and carrying, and they deal an extra 1d6 on their first attack. Okay. Whichever one of these winged beasts that is right in front of me.
Okay.
Advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Says nothing about strength-based attacks. Got it. Items. Ha, there it is. Ho ho. $19 to hit.
That'll hit.
That hits? Alright, okay. Which is 1d6 plus 1d12. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Okay. 21 points of slashing damage.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to guess that this creature is still standing.
Yeah, okay, so you cleave into it. You take your axe, slam it into the leg of this creature as it squeals in pain. It is still, it was never standing. It was always floating there in front of you, just slightly off the ground, but it's gushing. It is in bad shape.
Yeah. Cutting down and across, they're going to flip the blade, and they're going to try the flavor for their second attack.
Yep.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
This one's just the d12. And 10, 11, 12 points of slashing damage.
Math. Okay, yeah. How do you tell me how you kill this one off?
Oh my god. So, seeing this little pixie that had narked on the group after seeing us, Ostum just, oh, you little... The slash from this great axe, as he cusses this thing, slashing into the leg of this much larger creature, raising the axe, spinning it in hand, and then cutting down across this creature's chest, probably cleaving pretty hard into their shoulder, down into their lung.
Yeah, as you cleave into it, it kind of sticks to your blade, and as you follow through, as you get to the ground, it kind of falls off, and its lantern kind of clatters off to the side. It is no longer with us. Do you have anything else?
Since I had already used my bonus action to incite my giant's might, that...
Okay, so Coco is in the room. Would you say that she is where the enemies are approximately 15 feet? That's kind of where she wants to be.
So you tried to slink into the room, or you're like behind your friends?
I want to be as close to 15 feet of all the enemies in the room.
You are, so if you were to, you are all kind of met into the entrance of this opening. So if you were in front of you, you're probably about 20 feet. If you're still staying hidden, you're probably about 20 feet from the amalgamation that's in the center of the room.
Okay, so she'll walk, 5 feet closer? Okay. And then she's going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And so they out-erupt these beautiful black tabaxi cats wearing gold, emerald, onyx jewelry, with green eyes, just like you would think of the goddess, the set of like Egyptian cat goddess, and they stand around her 15 feet. So now anytime an enemy starts its turn within her area, they have to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And that's all he's gonna do.
Jeff.
Okay. Now, since I was the one leading this charge, I imagine I'm faced with these guys.
Yeah, I mean, you're right there. They're directly in front of you.
Right, yeah, I figured. Okay. In that case, I'm going to try and I'm going to leave what's his face? Sous Chef with these winged creatures. I'm going to use my action, fly up and around them and head on the amalgamation.
Okay.
Action surge. Take 2 hits.
Okay.
Great axe in hand. Come around. Is it like a blob?
It is almost fully formed humanoid shape.
Really? Humanoid shape. Was not expecting it.
Keep going.
A tooth golem. That makes a ton of sense. We'll take out the 2 meat cleavers and kind of look confused in the sense of like, his cooking brain is like short circuiting a little bit here, like trying to figure out how you cook teeth.
Enamel sauce.
Yeah.
Bone broth.
That is the lower is a 15.
Okay. That does not hit.
The other one is an 18 plus 8, 26.
That will definitely hit.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell,
So-
"Get out of there!" Can I do that, even though it's not my turn yet?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So you as you fly up and over, 17 points of damage?
No, just 7.
Okay. So as you fly up and over, disengaging as this one fairy that you swoosh past tries to take a swipe at you, misses. You come over, you get a look as you rush up onto this anthropomorphic humanoid shape that it's got bones and teeth just sticking out and jutting out. There's no real face or eyes. It's got like dark gray toothy enamel as it's just twisted into these sharp and weird angles. It looks like, it's jagged enough like it could cut into anything that it grabs hold of. And you run up on it and you swipe into it. Your first one kind of gleans off of it. The second one sinks deep into it.
That's correct. Slashing damage.
Okay.
And because I have the slasher feat, once per turn when I do slashing damage, it just reduces that creature's speed for 10 feet. Until the end of my next turn. I don't even know so it just can't, its speed goes down by 10. That was 2 actions because of action surge. I'm gonna bonus action trade places with Sous Chef.
You bonus action disengage.
No, I action disengage. And then action surge gives me another action.
Okay.
After that,
Okay.
bonus action works.
Okay.
So now Sous Chef is up in the tooth golem space, and I'm back in front of the winged wall.
Okay. Cool. After Chef, we are on Raskin. Go ahead.
Sweet. So the scene for me, like real quick. So there's 4 people right in front of me. 3.
Yeah, because she killed one.
Oh yeah. Okay, so 3 people in front of me, and then the tooth golem thing in the back. How close is the tooth golem to the other creatures?
So it's probably about 5 feet beyond what I originally said.
Okay, wonderful. I'm going to try to aim a little bit back and cast Fireball and just see if I can't hit that radius.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
And I'm just trying to make sure I'm not in people.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Listen, guys, I've played
Sweet
D&D for since 2019, and I've never been in a single campaign where anyone's got to cast Fireball. I'm so excited.
Serious?
This is my first.
I'm dead serious.
I'm the queen of fire with Fireball.
Okay.
Listen,
That's my first fireball. I'm so excited.
listen, there is no I in team, but there are exactly 13 eyes. And screw it, I don't care how big the room is. I cast Fireball.
That's 25
I need
points
that
of fire
I need
damage.
that as a shirt on.
Oh, I need to make a deck save. What's your
Sorry, let me hold that up real quick. It is 14.
Okay. Okay, so that's
What?
a fail. That's a
A
fail.
5 from Sushi.
That's a fail.
Oh wait,
Oh.
what are we doing?
Oh my god. They all failed.
My laptop
Yeah!
just died. I have to go get my charger. But what's the blast radius of Fireball? Because Oaston was right up in
20
these people's
foot.
faces.
20 foot.
It's-
I'm trying to cast it back so
Okay.
we're on the edge.
All right, thank God.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I have to go get the laptop charger.
Don't worry, it's
Okay.
all good.
20 foot. You said it was how they all failed. How much was it?
25 points of fire damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Melt into steam like the Green Witch from Wizard of Oz just becomes steam. Riskian! What the hell, dude?
See you in a few
Just-
hours.
Yeah, just a bonus action.
So as this, you see this fireball just explode behind him. It engulfs the weird tooth amalgamation creature, and it comes blasting up right at your face. You feel the heat against you as this magical fire is there. You see fairy creatures' wings as they kind of like and they kind of float a little lower to the ground. They are definitely looking worse for wear. The amalgamation has now started to finally finish forming its head. Okay, it is now their turn. So the one directly in front of you, it's going to make a
Wisdom.
chef. Oh, wisdom. Yes. How much? What's the save?
14.
14. That one saves. It literally rolled a 14. Wisdom is +3. That one is a failure. When there's also failure, the amalgamation is going to be what is that? Yep, that is a save. It rolled a 14 as well.
Okay.
Okay, so
Same damage
2
for the
saves, 2
both?
fails.
You want to say you want the damage for both or like separate, or you want to just the same?
What is the total damage for the Oh, you mean like you want to roll all at once? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Do you want me to do that? Do you want me to roll them separately?
Honestly, it's up to you. However you want to do it. I don't care.
So we'll do them. Okay. So it's 3d8. So the first creature takes 10, and the second one takes radiant damage. Radiant damage.
Okay.
The second one takes 6. That's it.
Okay. So if they save, they don't take anything?
No, they should take half.
That's what I was thinking.
Half. Half. So then I guess the first one for half, whatever the next one is, 6, 7, 8. So half to 4,
Okay.
and then the last one, this one's 12, 13, 14, 15, half, 7.
Okay.
Thank you. I didn't read the last sentence.
Okay. So you, as they begin their turn and they're still within the sphere, you see your Tabaxi guardians just swoop in and smite these people with this radiant energy. And as they kind of glow and like shield, they come out of it. And the one directly in front of you, Chef, it is going to make an attack against you. It's going to take 2 attacks against you. That is a natural 20 and a math 24 to hit.
Yeah, both of those.
Okay.
Well, they're all
The natural 20, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. and 11 radiant damage. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 14.
15. I
What I
made that
missed.
easily.
You pass?
Yeah,
Okay.
15. I don't actually add anything to dex. It was a 15 on the dice. So, yeah.
Okay, roll a second one.
Okay. Was it 11 damage altogether or 11 and 11?
That was just for one of the attacks.
Okay, cool.
That was the natural 20.
Net 20.
Okay. The second attack is going to be 2 damage. Okay, so that is its turn. The next one over is going to turn to Ostum, and it's going to do the same thing. They both miss. So you see it reach out and try to strike you with its lantern, and it just entirely misses you. The third one is... Oh, there's a third one because the fourth one died. It is also going to go after you, Ostum.
Ostum blocks this hit with the handle.
Okay, as it tings off of it. Both of these, what is your 15? Both of
16.
those... 16. Actually, that one just hits. If it meets, it beats. So that one hits. I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity save.
Yeah.
That is a 16.
16, yeah, you pass. And you take 6 damage.
6.
And about this time, you see the amalgamation begin to rise up behind the creature. His head finishes forming in it. There's just no face, just this large toothy maw as this jagged bones and teeth stick out of this thing, and it just lets out a shriek. It doesn't do anything this turn because it just finished, and we're going to go back to the top of the round to Ostum.
Okay, I have 3 of them up against me. Like, right here in my face.
Yeah, all 3. They were all right there.
Okay, I am still large. That lasts for a minute. I should probably get a d10 to track that. Meaning that this means 9 rounds left. First and foremost, they're gonna take a slash one next closest.
Okay. 2 of them are looking really bad. One of them's looking like they're hurt, but not super, super bad.
I'm gonna hit that one that's looking like it's hurt, but not too bad.
Okay.
Nat 20?
Yeah, that'll do it.
I swear to God, I'm worried about these factory-made dice sets. Okay, I am throwing on that additional d6 from having my Giant's Might active.
Yep.
Actually, I'm gonna roll a fun d12. 15. Do we double for nat 20s?
Yes.
30.
You can either double or roll twice, however you want to do it. But 30?
I'm just gonna double.
Okay, 30. Yeah, you annihilate this thing. You cleave into it and like damn near split it in half as it falls to the ground. That one is dead.
In that case, they're going to take their second attack against one of the ones that looks quite a bit more hurt.
Okay.
18 plus 6 plus 6 is 24.
To hit. Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, it's just a d12 due to already using Giant's Might. If you could be in the dice tray, that'd be lovely. That is 9 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, this one, you cleave into it and it kind of goes limp as it like stares at you. It's not quite there yet, but it is heavily bleeding and like it is looking, it's on death's door.
Okay, they're gonna kick it off. I'm choosing to use my action surge.
Yeah. Okay.
Hoping to kill it as they kick it off of their blade. That's another nat 20.
We'll go ahead and say you slice it and just drop kick
It's
this
dead.
motherfucker.
It's done. So my last attack, that other one that's left standing.
Nuts.
I'm gonna go after it.
Okay.
That is a whole 5.
Swing and a miss. You take a whiff at it and it just kind of lazily brushes it away as it's like feigning and is feeling.
I'm sorry, 7.
Yeah, no, it is a miss.
No. holding this great axe, takes one massive swing, followed by two quick ones, pulling it down, skittering across the ground to slash up into the third, completely underestimating how far they need to take this axe and just almost tripping over their own feet.
Yep. All right. Anything else?
That is the end of my turn.
Coco, you are up.
Coco is going to cast Sacred Flame again against the one that's like almost dead.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw.
Nope, does not make it.
Okay, 2d8. 10.
Yeah, so you release this flame, and as this flame strikes this creature already like really feeling bad, it just kind of like takes it, and as it sizzles across it, it just kind of falls limp and falls to the ground. It is no more.
Let's see. How is that? I don't know if I can do that. Let me see. No, I can't. Wait, can I? Let me see. How is Chef looking right now, damage-wise?
How's what?
I'm looking okay.
Chef.
I'm not
You're
looking that
okay?
bad. Yeah.
Then I'll just wait.
And he would even if he was in theory, he would play it off like he's not bad.
As long as we can go another round, I mean, it's a bonus action anyway. Coco's good.
Okay. At the end of Coco's turn, this creature is going to let out another shriek as it comes rushing towards you. And it is actually, no, it's not. It's because it has Little Chef in front of it. Is Little Chef corporeal? Or Sous Chef, sorry.
Oh, Sous Chef got wiped out by the fireball.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
One hit point.
Okay,
That
so
wasn't my
Sous
fault.
Chef is gone.
it does come rushing for you. And assuming with Austin being in the front with swiping at these things, it's going to take... no, it's just going to come rushing towards you and get right in Austin's face as one of its legendary actions. Okay, so we just had Coco. Chef, you're up. You now have this large creature, just there, not large, it's a medium humanoid size, just like grotesque looking, standing there in front of you, breathing down on top.
Right now, I am large due to Giant's Might, so it's breathing on my pelvis.
You get off of the pelvis. We'll rush over, and I'm gonna keep Sous Chef in whatever plane he lives in when he's not here. I don't even want to think about that yet. And rushes over with meat cleavers in hand. One, you notice, like, his dominant hand, the Damascus blades, like when they run through, they're like almost like emerald worked into, if somehow that was possible, and slashes twice. I guess if it's like facing them, I'm just gonna go for the back, like kind of fully, and just take two huge slashes, and then a third at like the base of their spine.
Okay, so you're gonna try to flank.
Yeah, if there's flanking in this.
Yep. You're good.
Okay, cool. So, do you play flanking as advantage or?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Not sure. Not everybody does. Okay, so that's a math. 22 on the first.
Yep.
It's double 19s on the second one, and then the
Yep.
third attack is a 14.
Yeah, they all hit.
Okay.
Say it, Chef. Say it, Chef.
Terrible on dice. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 15 is 22 slashing damage.
Ew.
20.
All
Yeah,
together.
22 slashing damage. Okay, yeah. So you run up behind it and just quickly slash into this guy. As you cut through, there's like little chunks of bone that kind of fly off. Okay, yeah. As
Okay.
far as you with that wasn't the start of his turn. That was just a legendary action. Its turn is at the bottom of initiative.
For me, I need to roll concentration. I forgot. It's a concentration spell. I
Did
cast
you
it
take
by
damage?
me.
Yeah. You only have to roll to see if you keep concentration if you take damage.
Oh, I thought it was a continuous every round.
No, it's only if you take damage.
Hell yeah! Carry on.
It's way better.
Concentration.
Nope. Just if you take damage.
Ooh, don't even mind me. Keep going.
Okay. Chef, is that the end of your turn?
That was technically I do reduce the creature's speed by 10 feet.
Okay.
But if it's right up here anyway, it probably doesn't matter. Yeah, that's the end of my turn. That was action, bonus action. I'm not moving.
Okay.
Or move to get probably. But
It is going to use another legendary action and swipe its bone claw and attack Ostum. It does a 22 hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. I really should have my dice ready.
Just curious, is this creature's attacks considered magical?
Yes.
Crap.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You take 12 damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Christ. Yeah, I can't reduce that because it's magical. You said strength save?
Yes.
Okay, I currently have advantage on those due to Giant's Might. Thank God.
Okay.
I'm sorry, because I feel like at this point you guys probably think that I'm... Crap, that just turns off my camera.
Did you roll another nat 20?
Nat 20?
That's not
Yeah.
fair.
Shut up.
It's,
I mean, it happens sometimes. I mean,
that's nice.
Did you guys... Were you even able to see it, or did you just see my frozen face like...
No,
Okay,
it
I'm
went
gonna switch my
blank.
camera really fast, because this is some massive bullcrap. Welcome to my studio reverse side. I would like to say nat 20.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
Golden
you still take the
snitch.
damage, but no other effect as it swipes into you. It kind of like it really puts you to maintain your footing.
Okay.
That was its legendary action. Chef just went. Rask, you're up.
All right, yeah. How far away is Tooth Golem thing
I mean,
from me?
He's like right there. I would say you're probably 5 to 10 feet away because you were all in the entrance, but he ran up on Ostum. So if you wanted to move, no opportunity attack.
Okay, so I wanna kind of move past him, so I'm kind of behind him, flanking him,
Okay.
and I'm gonna yeet some Eldritch Blast at him.
Yeah. What level do you get to? You have 2 right now?
Yeah, I got 2 right now.
Okay.
So that's double 18s plus 6 to hit.
Yeah, both those a hit.
13 points of force damage.
Okay, 13. Describe how your magic looks as you shoot these Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, so this is gonna look kind of like a very similar to like my sword with the like molten core looking thing. It'll look very similar to that. The fire that's coming out is gonna be green, and we'll just sort of like crash and splash against the back of the tooth golem thing.
Yeah, so you, Chef, you see this green light just suddenly flash past you as it slams into the golem and like malevolent style as it just kind of flares out.
Yeah. Cool. You know? I think that's gonna be it for me.
Okay. How far away were you trying when you moved around? How far away were you trying to be from it?
I wanted to go back to kind of maybe like, is there like a back to that cavern? Or
Yeah, I
does
mean,
it
like I
just
said,
keep going?
it's a really large cavern. I would say probably 100 feet across. You could work your way in. There's cover in there if you're trying to take cover or anything. There, stalactites, rocks, things like that.
Okay. I'm just trying to get maybe 60 feet. No, I'd have to take a dash action. No, I'll just go the full 30, and if I can just hide behind like a stalagmite, that'd be great.
Okay. All right, cool. I will give you partial cover for that. Partial cover, I think, is +2.
Yeah, half cover
Half.
is +2.
Okay.
Quarters +5.
Okay. All right. So on the tooth monster's turn, it lets out another nice loud shriek as it stands up, raises its arm, and shoots out. And as it does this, bone and teeth shoot out from this creature. I need every one of you, except for Raskin, to make a dexterity saving throw. The DC is 15.
Nat 1.
Okay.
Got out.
Balance.
Did you get that?
After rolling
Yeah.
all 8 of your
I got a
D
10.
nat 20s.
10.
I legit got a 10.
I got
Okay.
8.
We have the whole eternity, the nat 1, the nat 20, and the 10.
Yeah. So those of you that roll below 15 are going to take full damage. The nat 20 is going to take half.
So, with having a nat 1, do I take double damage?
That was rude. Did you? Excuse you.
So no, you do not take double damage on that one. So you're going to take 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. You're going to take 21 points of piercing damage.
Does an 18 save?
And 18 saves, yes.
God.
Ostum is hurt bad.
So as he releases this shivering bone and teeth that just splay out around him, he is then going to he is going to try and move out to where he's not flanked. Coco, I have a question. You didn't move up. You were 15 feet, so you wouldn't be within. You weren't like up in the center of combat, were you? You were still back where you were shooting your. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I need to make a wisdom saving throw for him first. Sorry. But it still takes half, right?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you should
thank
take half damage.
Yes, let me roll that really fast. Let me see. 8, 8, and 8. 5, 10. I got 13.
13.
So 13 half is what, 6?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Okay. So that bone shoots out. Now you make a. What did you roll for your saving throw for that? For the bones that came out?
10. I rolled a 10.
Okay, so you need to make a Constitution saving throw, which I'm pretty sure you're going to fail for your concentration check.
Oh, okay. A con 1. Okay. Okay.
Oh, nat 20. Channel turtles.
I got 14.
Okay, so you fail, you drop concentration, and what I was asking though is you stayed back. You didn't fully come up into combat, right? You were still far enough back where you were casting spells, but you weren't like in the heat of it.
Right. I wanted to be far
Okay.
enough back that monster thing would be within 15 feet of the vicinity, but I wasn't like in the middle of
Yeah.
everybody.
Okay. All right. So what it's going to do is it's going to move, and it's going to try to get out to where it's not flanked. So it's going to move towards Raskin, but not go after you. You get opportunity attacks on it.
feet.
Okay. What are we gonna do? I guess mace. I suppose.
19?
19?
19.
19 hits.
Perfect.
Yes.
Good.
Absolutely miss. No chance.
Oh wait, not me, right?
No, that's why I was asking where you were.
Slashing damage.
14 points of slashing damage. Okay.
It still should have minus 10 feet of movement.
Yeah, it's not taking its full movement. It's just trying to get out of the flanking. Okay, so it moves out. It's out of flanking. That is its turn. Top of the round. Ostum, you're up.
Immediately second wind. Ow. Yeah, no, I look like I'm about to die. It's a D10 plus 5. Where are my D10s? You're a D10. Heal for 10. It's better than nothing. And you know what? Just looking at these bone shards across their body, just oh, come on. And no, 2 slashes with that great axe.
Okay.
Crap. Okay, that is a 15 for the first attack.
That will miss.
Right. And the second attack is a 25.
That will hit.
Okay, so 12, d6. 11, 3 plus 3, so that's 11 plus 6. 17 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Yeah, he's the creature is not looking amazing, but not looking like it's on death's door either. After you, it is Coco.
Is there anybody? Okay, who is near me? Is there anybody like within like touch of me?
The only person that is near you, and they're probably about 5 to 10 feet ahead of you, would be Chef.
Who's hurt the worst right now?
Ostum.
How far?
Ostum went after them. Ostum is probably about 20 feet away from you.
Okay.
I'm messed up.
Okay, I'm gonna take my movement, go up to Ostum, cast Cure Wounds on them. For what is this? A D8. For 5. I'm gonna do 5, but I'm gonna also do healing word, which is a bonus action.
Okay.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
no,
honestly, that helped me out a lot.
I don't know if I can do that. No, it's a first. It's not a.
Still, that 5 helps. As he
5
cleaves into, yeah, as, you know, they cleave into this beast, look over to you, and just thanks.
Gosh, not believe we're waste. Hold on. Let me triple check something really fast. Like it's not enough, Dad. Stand by. One more D8. I forget we're. No, that was just. Hold on, wait. No, I want to cast that as a level 2. I take it back. One more D8. Hold on.
Right?
Add a 6 to it. Boom. Now I
Added an additional 6. Oh, yeah, that helps. That brings me back up to, like, a pretty decent amount of health.
that's
now.
my.
For now. I'm good.
TPK. TPK.
Oh!
That's what I've got right now. Oh, and she's gonna step back. She's gonna try to back away as far from the thingy as possible that she can.
Okay, yeah, you're good. So you're going to take full 30 feet back. Where you moved 20 feet up, so you do 2 feet back.
Wait, standby action. So because I'm a tabaxi, she has feline agility, so she can actually double her speed. So whatever I can take to get out of harm's way is what I want.
Okay. Yeah, you can get way out of there, so you're good.
Okay. Then I'm good.
At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action to make a bone claw attack against you since you're right up against it, Ostum. What's your AC? Okay, so it takes a swipe and it misses, and that
They
is
just put their axe in the way.
yeah, knocks it out of the way. Okay, Chef, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to run up as close as I can to this monster. With 30 feet, can I get to, like, flanking again?
30 feet, it moved. She moved 20. Yeah, you could.
I go back into flanking again. You cannot get away from me, tooth monster! And, let me think of the order of this. I will, take the two meat cleavers, cling them together since I can't, like, do the little clap thing. Bonus action, sous chef appears. Hey, how's it going? Oh, no!
Oh my god, you take the knives and just shink.
Immediately, because it kind of doesn't make a difference mechanically. It's going to be like both of us swinging in unison together.
Yeah.
So out of my two attacks, like I'll take an attack, he'll take an attack.
Okay.
And we'll both swing at this. First is a not great. That's a that'll 7 + 8, 15. I think misses.
It misses.
Okay. Next one will probably.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 points of slashing. So that'll be 10 feet. Not like stacking, but just like the 10 feet of movement thing.
Okay.
And then it says I have an Echo Knight thing where twice per long rest, when I take the attack action, the Echo can make an additional attack.
Okay.
It doesn't say anything about you get
Yeah.
2 uses of it.
Yeah.
So I won't do flanking for that one. Miss. Because it's specifically the Echo taking the hit.
So,
if I'm in
miss?
flanking, it can't be. But yeah, miss on that last attack, and that is my whole turn.
All right. After you, it's going to take another legendary action, and it is going to take another swipe. You're on the backside of it, so it's still looking at Ostum. So that is going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Alright. 21?
Yeah, you save, and you take.
Perfect.
You take 17 points of slashing damage.
Howie?
I'm sorry. Yeah, slashing damage. Yeah. So you take 17 points of slashing damage as it swipes across you. That is this legendary. Just you're up.
Since it's flanked, do I have advantage? Is that how we do it?
You are not flanking it, so no.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to remember
Okay.
if that's correct. But yeah, that's what we're going to go with.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to do the same thing as last time. I'm just going to poke out Eldritch Blast 2
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
17 to hit.
17 is
And the other one was it's going to be like 22 or something like that.
okay.
So that's 10 points of force damage. So kind of get out, hurl another couple Eldritch Blasts, and then I'm going to duck back behind that stalagmite, and then I'm going to see if I can't just sort of weave my way behind a further back stalagmite.
Okay, so yeah, you find you get hit this with this force, and it slams into this creature, and it kind of blasts out this greenness. You see more teeth, just kind of more teeth and bone, just kind of flying off this creature, scattering across the ground. It is his turn, the creature's turn. It is going to, not making any headway with what it's trying to do. It is going to turn on you, Chef, and is going to take 2 swipes at you. Actually, first I need to roll. It does not get its
Fine.
attack.
Oh, thank God.
Motherfucker, bro. Okay, so that is a nat 20 and a 16 plus stuff to hit. What is your AC?
My AC is a 17 because I'm
Okay.
not using my shield.
Yeah, so
First.
both of those
God.
hit. The first one
That's salty.
is okay. So which is 21 points of slashing for the first hit. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
17.
17. Okay, you pass. Second one is going to be 12, 14 points of slash damage. I need you to make another strength saving throw.
Never mind.
12.
12, you fail. So you are, as the second attack slams across you, it knocks you prone, and it just leans over and attempts to bite into you.
With its
Okay.
teeth.
It's +8. What'd you say your AC was? Okay, so it tries to bite into you, but it can't quite get through what you're wearing. As it just you feel the pressure as it tries to bite in, but it can't quite do it. And you are prone. That is its turn. Top of the round, Ostum.
Oh, Jesus Christ, we are getting messed up.
I'm coming.
Healer, where are you? The thing I got going for me right now is my Giant's Might. So I'm gonna be taking those two attacks again. So first attack. Okay, that's a mathing 22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, second attack. I'm gonna go ahead and just roll it that way in case. I highly doubt that gets it. Okay, got it. So that's just the d12 plus the 1d6 for Giant's Might. Thank God for this crap. That is a 7 for 11 points of slashing
11.
damage.
Okay.
Yep. I don't have any bonus actions that I can currently use since Giant's Might's already up and going. So that will be the end of my turn.
Shit. With an axe on its back, you see it raise its head and this gaping hole open where it's just teeth, sharp, jagged, human, animal, all kinds of teeth where it was trying to bite you. It just lets out a blood-curdling scream. That is after Ostum goes, it is going to attempt to bite you again. That is a 17 plus stuff, which you said 17 is your AC, right?
It's by me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That is okay. That's a D20. That's not what I need. Here we go. Okay, so it's going to take 8. It's going to do 16 damage to you, and it's going to, as you feel it bite into you, it just kind of sucks a little bit of your life force, and it's going to slightly heal. And so that you go down. You are down. Coco, you are up as you watch this beast bite into your friend, and your friend go limp there as this beast is bitten into your friend.
I run over. Hold on 1 second.
Sous Chef is also gone. He just, my brother.
Oh my god.
I didn't expect that one hit to get nat 20 and do so much damage. I had like almost 40 health left, so I was like, I'm fine.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What is Chef? Your Chef is down, right?
Yeah.
Down.
Healing now.
Okay. So because I used double movement to get away, right? I can't use that again until I use 0 on another turn. So I'm gonna use as close as I can, and I'm just gonna have to healing word him from where I am, and just keep trying to get closer. So I'm going to healing word Chef for hold on. Oh my god. I'm going to cast that at a 2nd level, so that's a 4 plus 1, so 5, so 8 for Chef as a bonus action, but it's still.
Hey, I'm not dead.
Goes down.
And I got second word. What could happen?
That's all I can do right now. That's all I got right now.
Okay, so after your go, no, it already used 2 legendaries this time. Rostam, no, because after you, so it has 1 more. So after you go, it is going to take off in the direction of you, Raskin, to try and get away from this freaking person that keeps annihilating it. And so both of you are going to get attacks of opportunity. Yours will what?
Only one, I think.
Attacks of opportunity.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm prone. I'm technically back up.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay. You son of a bitch.
24.
24 will hit. Yeah, does not make it.
15 points of slashing damage. As
Okay.
Ostum screaming, healing now, seeing it rush, just takes their axe and just plunges it next to where this creature's spine should be.
Yeah, you see as it takes off, you slam into it as it's leaving, and it kind of just cuts a long slice down its back. And as you see, as the teeth kind of fall out, and teeth and bone, you can see like this sinew once been some type of fairy or pixie, as it takes off and moves toward you, Raskin, not reaching you, but getting about halfway to you.
Oh god, it's meaty inside.
Okay, so that was Coco. That was his legendary. Chef, you are now up.
Okay. Half my movement, right? How far away did this guy get?
It moved 30 feet.
Of course it did. I will move the rest of my 15 feet. I can then bonus action create Sous Chef within a 15-foot range. So Sous Chef should get up to him and then attacks from as if Sous Chef is doing them.
Okay.
So yeah, he'll just come back. I'm back, baby. And takes 2 swings. Okay. It's a dirty 20 and a 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Really good, actually. 1 short of max damage. So that would be 11 plus 10, 21 slashing.
That is not bad. I would not sneeze at that damage.
How does sous chef do this?
Incredible.
Oh shit!
Chef. I'm back. Huge slashes across the back of this creature and yells, "I think we're gonna have to spatchcock this one."
So,
And we'll cut into this creature and hopefully like kind of break down its spine slightly. And I mean, it's made of bones and teeth and stuff like that, so I can't imagine it getting much grosser.
sous chef slices into this, and this amalgamation just screams out as it begins to fall apart. And what you see is what appears to be, this pixie flesh bodies that kind of fall out. You see teeth begin to crumble. Some is still attached, some is falling apart, some is loose on the ground rolling around, but it just kind of crumples into a pile of, for a better word. And you have defeated the Tooth Fairy. Yeah.
Disgusting, Floki.
Wait. I'm gonna go. Looks like it's tooth or consequences.
Shakes his head, breathing heavily, sizing down. Just, Raskin, your puns are awful.
Yeah.
All right.
I need to tell like one joke a day. It keeps me sane. I'm sorry.
Like, at least be better.
James in the chat goes, gingivitis.
What's horrible is at the start of this, I was thinking about making a gingivitis joke. Like, are we sure that everyone just doesn't have gingivitis?
Alrighty.
Oh my god.
Sweet. Well, first thing,
What?
we need to start collecting teeth.
Okay.
Is there anything that was not the fey creatures or the tooth fairy?
You can make an investigation check, but initial glance over, you don't really see anything.
It was like a whole 3 plus 4, 7.
Yeah, I mean, you look around the cave, and it's just a cave. You can see where like they had to set up their torches and things like that to begin doing this ritual. But I mean, it's just these teeth gather to build this construct.
I just want to know why. So
Osum's
curious.
gonna investigate the corpse of this creature, see if there's anything that could point us in the right direction when finding out about its origins.
Yeah, so make an investigation check.
I'll go with
Putting his hands right in there. Getting fey blood in his own bloodstream. Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, you dig around, and as you're looking through, you find some strange markings, that symbols along like what I would consider the structure of this. What but offhand, you don't recall what these might be.
Yeah,
Can I
no,
look at that? Does it appear to be a language, rather?
No, these would be like arcane symbols.
Runes and... Okay.
Yeah.
being a rune knight, could I roll an arcana to figure out what these are or what they do?
Yeah, go for it.
Meanwhile, I him with consent to potentially barbecue pixies.
A
And set
nice
up for
after
a
battle
short rest.
snack. That is an 18.
18. These you can tell they are fairly unique. They're not something that you've run into before, and they are used in a way to bind things together.
Binding runes. Lovely.
Can I do a religion check?
Yeah.
Can I investigate the Fey bodies to see if they have any of their Tooth Fairy money?
You're just a loser.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
rolls, man. I got an 11. I give up. The rolls tonight are not rolling, okay? Coco does not like to be dirty. Coco is in a cave that smells like the back of somebody's teeth, and she is not.
Yeah, you're like trying to like gently pick and like get a better look, and you're.
Ostum just like holds it up in your face, like, there you go, take a look.
I got a 14 for the investigation
Coco is
for
not
Tooth Fairy money.
Thing though, ew.
Okay, so you're 14 for investigating the other fairies. You get 7 silver coins and 1 gold coin.
I'm gonna keep the 1 gold, and I'll let you guys divvy up the silver. I'll keep 1 gold, 1 silver, and let you guys have a silver each. How's about that?
Coco doesn't want it. No, thank you.
It's good.
I'll take that silver.
Something I forgot to mention earlier. So, also, whenever you did your check earlier on these coins, and you were looking at them, and you realized they were from these different like Fey kingdoms, something
Yes.
that you also would have realized may be considered collectible items, and so they could possibly be sold at a higher price. While not normally used as currency because they are from alternate kingdoms, they are something unique that a collector may want.
Ironically, I actually told the owners of the coins to hold on to them, that they could be worth something much more than just a silver or gold.
Yeah, I meant to tell you that, and then I don't know.
Did you say that the bones, there were binding runes on the creature?
Yeah.
I'm gonna, if for some reason that becomes I become aware of that, I'm gonna ask Ostum to grab some and put them in my bag of colding, and he'll be like, "Yes, we can use this to thicken this. Bind it together."
And they just, wait, you want to use
These bindings,
teeth,
no?
bone,
Put it
meat?
together.
That's not how this works,
Like
Chef.
an
Oh my
emulsifier.
god.
There's only one way to find out.
I'll try it. I don't care.
Usually I'm trying to experiment with your food, Julian, but I think I'm gonna skip dinner this time. As he just gathers as many of these with runes as he can find and shoves them in the bag of holding. At that point, they are gonna go start collecting teeth.
Okay. There is a mixture of small teeth, big teeth, baby teeth, human teeth. There's just a random assortment. Some are cracked, some are clean, some are shiny, some are bloody.
They're
It's
gonna
just
grab as many human adult teeth as can fit in their bags.
okay.
Just to dump this out and let people find their own, because sweet God. Oh,
Okay.
that means that I have.
Do we have to set one aside for maybe the Baron, or are we dumping them off at the Baron's? He says in his French accent.
We told him he could pick whichever one he wanted.
I have 4.5 pounds of teeth here. He's gonna get free choice for that stupid incisor.
You're getting 100 gold. Just
Like,
I
waiting.
suppose as long as it is a front tooth, can't just give him any tooth.
I wouldn't even give you that. Well, 125 each? No, because we forgot our cut for the guild. Damn.
The guild we work for. What do you mean?
The one that
What is in your eye?
they didn't contract.
You have
us.
bones. Your teeth are in your eye. Wipe that way.
Okay. So you guys are heading back to town with your bag of teeth.
I believe so.
Okay. Do me a favor, Austin, make one final survival check for me.
Okay. I need to close out of my notes to be able to see my crap. It is a 19.
19. Yeah. You surprisingly remember way back. It doesn't take you as long as you thought it would. You make it back into town, where you are greeted by people standing around your sign that has been stamped into the ground.
I may have forgotten about the sign. He's just
They're all,
they're just gonna walk in, holding up their backpack, their sack, and their pouch. Just, we have teeth.
And you hear like a kind of quiet murmur, then, ah!
Ah.
Yay!
Yeah.
That was disgusting, and everything hurts.
Is there a guard nearby? Red cloaks?
Yes.
Over them. Hey, you guy, you should definitely go get the Baron. There are teeth. People are going crazy.
Is
Tell him
Osum like being swarmed?
Yes, they are like gathering in around you, like,
Oh.
oh my teeth, all right. So the guard's like, yes, right away.
Yeah,
I'll go
gonna-
get the Baron.
I'm gonna just try to like thaumaturgy booming voice.
Okay, make an intimidation check for me.
Coco's gonna go sit up on a post somewhere away from the shenanigans and just watch.
16.
16. Okay, Coco, you slink away and you kind of like cat pose yourself up onto something so you can get a good look. With your booming voice, you kind of catches quite a feeling by surprise. Several people back up, but some of the younger ones that are a little braver and not quite as afraid still kind of like encroach, like, hey, go, look, I want my teeth back. The guard goes as he and comes out, and he's kind of like, okay, all right, clear out, and he kind of not necessarily scoops you up, but is like, all right, come on, and he takes you over to the Baron's house.
Do we have an entourage of?
They're directly behind you.
Osum is just gonna be bluntly honest with these people. Just, guys, gals, non-binary pals. If you lost a baby tooth, I didn't grab it. I have 4.5 pounds of adult teeth.
Kids kind of like shuffle off often.
Don't worry, there are bigger ones. They'll come in.
4.5 pounds of human teeth. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
The Baron comes rushing out into the front yard as he like sees you guys approaching. He's like, did you find my teeth? My tooth?
It's somewhere in one of the bags.
Okay, let's see. Let's have a look.
All right, you got somewhere you want me to lay them out, or
Dump them.
Oh, okay.
opening the bags and pulling out handfuls of teeth and dumping them onto the ground?
Not on the ground. Oh, yeah. Okay, very well.
No social skills.
Don't worry, they were on a gross little fey body. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
The ground is the least of your worry.
I'm terrified of what's going to happen now that I have Fey blood in my system.
So he digs through and finds one that he deems appropriate, and he's like, "Oh, thank you. I will have to find a way to put it back, but here." And he pulls out and he hands you 525 gold.
Oh, shit. As Osum's like grabbing for it, just, hey.
Okay.
I'll fully let them fight over it. But can I roll some sort of check to see if that was truly his tooth or just a close enough tooth? Like survival medicine. or
Medicine.
something?
Roll a medicine check.
Oh, I wanted a high roll on that. That's only 11.
So he's like holding it up and inspecting the tooth like the best that he can, just like, and you are not quite certain, but you have an inkling that that's not his. But you're like,
Fucking donkey tooth.
Osum is going to try to grapple this bag of coin and rip it out of his companion's hand.
So while everybody, so the Baron has taken his tooth, right?
Yeah, he's getting ready to walk back into the house.
Okay, so now that he's gone in his tooth, Coco's gonna get the rest of the teeth and gather them up and take some holy water that she has and try to clean them before the rest of the villagers get them. She wants to cleanse them of whatever dirty a spirit thing had them before the innocent villagers put it back in their mouth. So
You take your time
Cleanse.
and do a cleansing there while everyone is like staring at you, watching you like, oh my god, when I swallow my fucking tooth.
You just hear Ostum screaming in the background. Wait, hang on. The Baron could become possessed by whatever fate was tied to these.
Right now.
She was Ostum's finding in his bag.
That is another commission for us later on.
Yep.
Coco
I'm a
kinda
practical
lays down
man.
something nice and clean, not in the dirt, trying to
A blanket.
find people, utilizing her heart of darkness to keep people in some organized fashion to come get their tooth or teeth.
Okay. People kind of come up, and there really wasn't a huge amount of people from the town. There's a crowd of maybe like 30 people or so, and they kind of pick through, try to find the most appropriate tooth that they could pick out would be theirs, or 3 teeth, or however many. Some of them are like thanking you. Some of them are just kind of grumpy, don't really say much, grab the tooth and walk off. And ultimately, you are left with probably still a very large number of teeth after all these people have collected their teeth. More animals than humans, but yes, there are still both there.
Hey Floki, since Ostum had made sure to only grab human teeth, could I
Oh,
how many individuals these teeth came from?
like, are you trying to check, or are you just trying to say, just for flavor's sake, you want to see how?
Just for fun.
Okay, yeah,
to
sure.
see how many individuals
Yeah, sure.
teeth worth he has. Okay, let's see here. Ostum gathered the teeth of 78 people.
There you go.
Jesus
And
Christ.
with around 30 that came to collect, there are questions left.
Well,
We decide what to do. Coco wants to put them in a little box and put like one of the holy symbols that she has with them to kind of like bind them and keep them and not like attract anything else until we collectively decide destroy, bury, turn them over, but to kind of ward off any other potential invitings.
no, I'd say that we could turn them into bone meal for bread. If we did bone meal for bread, but that'd be cannibalism.
Or Chef, stop writing stuff down. We're not. No, we're binding these to ward off. We've cleansed them in holy water. Coco has a couple of holy symbols just to make sure that we are protecting these, not giving anything else power, but also as much as we can, warding off any potential. Yeah.
31 gold pieces, 2 silver pieces, and 5 copper pieces. You guys can give the guild your cut if you would like.
Okay, one more time.
Addict of you.
131 gold, 2 silver, 5 copper.
Ostum's gonna take 10% of that, set it aside.
Okay, so with that said, your mission is something specific that you would like to do. That's it, folks.
We need to report back, I believe.
Yeah, that's the only thing, I guess. Report back. I guess if we had all the time in the world, I'd probably spend some time maybe seeing if this town has any ingredients, any spices or anything like that
Why
on
don't
the
we
go.
just spend the night in town? Seems to have, a stick up his butt. So why don't we just hang out in town? He didn't say when we had to be back. Just hang out.
Ostum leans in. Charles.
That's true.
What's
I
he
bring
gonna
sous
say?
chef back. Hey, I'm back. Let's party.
No, it's a nice town. Let's just hang out for a little while. You never know what's gonna happen.
What's the name of the woman that's outside of like the Baron's home?
You mean like his assistant or his
Yeah.
cleaning lady or
Yeah,
whatever?
the chick that was like way into
That's
him.
the word. I didn't give you a name, but
Sweet. I'm going to stroll up to her as the Baron. And just not interested. I'm sorry, and then just fade.
Oh, that's dirty. That's real dirty.
Unbelievable.
You just see her face like, I understand.
I walk up to her and I take her. We need to go to the tavern for a drink.
Okay.
You are too good for him. You are too good for him. We have girls.
All right, then I'm gonna turn back into my tiefling self. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, that was so terrible. Oh my god, I can't believe you would do such a thing.
Oh.
Coco's gonna end
That'll
up.
make my name Mexican. Hey.
She's like, you drunk. Oh my Coco.
Can't believe this.
Oh
So,
my God.
Double chef's kiss.
Yeah.
That's all
Okay.
I wanted to do.
speaking of which, that's a thing I've heard from an arm walking towards the next tavern as well.
Ostum's gonna join them simply
Beautiful.
because he knows that he can't do much of anything else.
Okay. Well, as the sun begins to try and cheer her spirits, you spend the rest of the night hitting on her and having fun in the tavern drinking, and thus ends adventure 1 of your guild. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was all right.
So,
Well, hey,
I bet
everyone,
you
it has been phenomenal. Please, if you're watching and you're not following one of these awesome creators, go follow them. Follow me. Check out my Patreon, Ko-fi. You guys, go check out their whatever stuff they have. Their names are up here. Click, click, click. Go do it. And if you want, come join the Discord. It's linked in my bio. So,
Offer before we go.
how about it?
Okay. Dang it. Same as first time. Start with Casey or Floki.
Yeah, that's fine. Start with Casey.
Yeah, so again, I'm Casey Kinsey, or at Casey Kinsey Art on TikTok, not Tumblr. I create D&D art, illustrations, and games. Here's like an example of something I did. Yay. Yeah. Content that gets posted like once every 4 months.
All right. I'm Turtle of Turtle Stumbles Dice. I'm an artisan dice maker and artist. I am a one-woman show, but I focus mainly on D&D dice. A lot of geode dice. That's my big thing. You know, a lot of my dice, there's a lot of passion that goes into them, as you can see by the gifts that I'm officially giving. But if you want to see a sporadic schedule that happens pretty often.
And I'm Justin of at So You Want to Be a DM on TikTok and Instagram, and co-host of our podcast So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master. We're on all of the podcast apps, Spotify, Apple, whatever. And yeah, if you're interested in becoming a Dungeon Master or new to it in that specific avenue, although I suppose some of our tips could be worked for players. Anyway, feel free to give us a follow.
I'm Jen, Cancer Moon Cleric. I just do random stuff at random times. I'm doing Dungeons and Dragons stuff right now, I think. Over here on TikTok and on Instagram. It's literally my whole personality right now. In a few months, we'll see what happens.
All right, so yeah, go give everybody a follow, and like I said, come join the Discord, converse with us there. If you're a creator and you want to get in on this, that's where to go.
Hey,
So,
Floki, what do you do?
Thanks for being here. You know, I make D&D content on Patreon that I've already been talking about, but I talk about all kinds of stuff, players, DM stuff, whatever. And honestly, I'm running out of content ideas. So if you have ideas, comment, do the thing, so I know what to talk about. But
Post school clips from this.
yes, do that as well.
Yes, most clips from this. I would cry.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
That'd be hilarious.
And
all right,
whoever
guys.
said that, it's awesome.
Yeah. You guys are awesome.
Now, bye, guys.
And we'll see you around.